Good morning, Age of Origins. As you can see, I guess I should start this off because you guys are seeing that I'm not in the same alliance anymore. Actually, I'm not in the same nation anymore. so, I'm in 567 now. They have recruited me. So they did have the frenzy. We're doing frenzy updates and results and stuff like that. So guys, be sure to post your results in here so we can go through it, win or lose. Ours from this right here. So 567 got 15 billion. 443 got 8.1. Mental got 2.6 billion. Wait, what? What? 2.6 billion. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mick got 1.3. Uh, Gang and Sean got just under a billion. Just under a billion. Let's see if we even have some. Now, so I got the 41. It's a pretty strong 41. It's not like how my one in 736 is, but it's pretty strong. It's 1800 flat, right around there, buffed up. So I mean, it's a good start, right? What do you guys think? Good start. Bryce, you think it's a good start? Fraggle, guys, be sure to you guys can talk. All right.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I didn't hear nothing for about like 10 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my bad. I don't know if it
Oh,
was mine or it was Discord.
maybe it was Discord. Maybe it was Discord. Because I was here. I can hear you guys. You guys can hear me. So as long as it's fixed now. So we'll talk about this real quick. So I got the city. It's not bad. It's pretty strong. Buffed up. I did not buff up uh during this, but we'll just go into this. Roughly 1800 flat. That's not too bad, right? I got to work on the increased damage long range, increased damage to melee troops. I got some work to do. But all in all, it's pretty strong. So it's got some work
A
to do.
pleasant start.
It's a good start. Um, it is what it is. People are asking me what I'm going to do with the city in 736. I do need to tell 736 what's going on. Um, here's the thing, and I'm going to make this very clear to 736 about why I left. Um, I went to put it this way: Void and Frenzy, you get 16, 20 people online, and the only two people that send is me and Kay. So if 16 people, and there's no bubble, if 16 people are online, or even 20 are online, and everyone's hitting that plus button, and only two people send, there's a problem. There's a big problem, and I can't just. That's literally throwing money away. Let's be real. Hey, have you guys ever, anyone that's here's got a 41, you hit a freaking wall, and yes, I've hit Holbrook before. You hit a wall with a full fleet, and you lose big like that, guys, that's big money. That's like a 40, 50 day heal. And then it's things start to add up real quick, and that's not fair. Um, for me, it's not fair for Kay, and honestly, it's not fair for everyone that didn't even show up because what's going to happen? They're going to just continue not to show up and ruin it for everyone else. Like what happens? People are asking me, am I going to be staying in 567? As of now, yeah, I'm staying in 567. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the 736 city. People's already been asking me trade options, but we'll see. I still need to talk to 736 about this. But we're going to start this off right now. Guys, be sure to post your reports here in the chat so we can talk about your frenzies and see what happened. Um, all right, top one right here, 988 versus 807. 988 freaking stomped them. 908 versus 844, and 908 freaking stomped them. Wow, was this even a what? Wow, 747 versus 831. 831 took that win. 779 versus 788, and 779 won. Bryce, real quick, like that's a stomping. What was it even fun or what did they do?
Those three reports was the only action we got. Other than that, it was bubble drops.
No.
So we fought this nation before. Their whale was trying to do like a hit retreat fit all the time and whatnot. So that didn't really work out too well for her. This one, then I guess they tried to get their team involved, but that's all they could bring. I think there's another report where they brought like something,
18.
but we just shut them down.
Yeah, I mean, like you can see like the same issues I'm having in 736 is kind of the same issues going on in 844. They're, you said that right around 17, 18 people is the max that they can get into an attack, right? So that's and we can go ahead and say it's because of merger all we want, but if you have 98 people or 100 people in your alliance, no, it's not has nothing to do with the merger. It has to do with your guys are being lazy.
Um,
And
Bro, this nation has a problem because they have three full alliances.
mm,
They're not gonna get another merger until they clean that up because
well, yeah,
why would Campbell give you a merger? You got three alliances.
yeah,
I don't know what's going on in this nation. I personally don't know anybody, but if they're listening, like you got work to do because if you're only sending this much people in an attack, but you have three alliances, you must have kept too much farmers or
yeah,
something, right? It
yeah.
doesn't make sense to have that many alliances of that many cities and you can't even get that many people in an attack.
Well, let's go check and see what's going on. Let's just check and see what's really going on over there. That's eight. What was it, 844?
Correct.
And we'll see if they're just not wanting to join the top alliance because that can be an issue too. Because in 736 we have there was a lot of players that are in the second alliance that they don't want to come to the first alliance. And it's like, well, why not? You know what I mean? Like if we can get 20 and you guys can get 20, that's 40, and it's oh okay. So this is a big deal. I know, big deal. So I mean, all our top guys are technically in the same alliance. Technically,
I mean, I think the first time, I can't remember if the first time we fought them, did they even try to bring anyone to the tower besides their big? So I'm grateful they even gave us three decent tower fights, but other than that, like it was just bubble drops in three different alliances. That was it. And it was barely even that. Obviously, 8 billion. I mean, 8 billion's not a lot, but it's not necessarily a little score either.
not, well, 8 billion off of three hits. I mean, obviously you got the. So you got. Here's the thing. You look at this. You got people farming still.
Yeah, that's what I meant earlier. Like
Like
I think these guys kept too much farmers, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like I don't, maybe they. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know any rules. So I don't want to say I really don't know what they're doing over there.
right.
Like my nation right now, we only have two alliances now. All active fighters need to be in the top two alliances. There is no third anymore. Everything else is farms. Um, and
Did you pull that right out of the Woody page or the Holbrook page too?
it's organically happening, so it's kind of good because we're not burning our nation to get this process. But at the same time, even with two alliances, we don't have two full active alliances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's but it's that's just the best we can do without completely burning the nation down, which would be very bad.
Yeah, that'd be very bad. That'd be very bad. Um, like I didn't completely burn my nation down, but I made it very clear: join the top two. You don't join your food. Let me make it very clear. I gave a week. Figure it out.
We also are in a little bit of a participation problem. We seem to not be getting the numbers that we should be. I don't know exactly what's going on either. I don't know if people are busy or people are losing interest or is it maybe money? I don't know, but I've that's been a discussion that we've been trying to fix for a while now.
Well,
And
I mean,
I've seen that in a lot of nations.
yeah, you're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. You're not wrong,
Like
right there.
I don't get it. Like if you set a time like, hey, everyone show up at 1300, we're gonna go for their tower, and you got 100 people in your alliance and only like 40 show up. It sometimes it just demoralizing when you see things like that. So we're trying to get it fixed. Um, it's only a matter of time before we're up against a nation that if we don't bring the numbers that we should be, that might just take away our zero.
Well, I mean, not only
Yeah,
take. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just wondering if Bryce had any guesses to why participation is a problem.
I don't have the answer, to be honest. I don't understand.
I mean, Woody's got the same problem, or did have the same problem. Woody doesn't have any problems now, but he's
Well,
complaining about the same
I got $150,000 problem.
thing.
But no,
Uh,
I'm happy where I'm at right now.
I
I
mean, I
pers-
knew
Go ahead.
the holidays. I mean, it's already March, but like I get the holidays are a bad time, right? A lot of people are busy, so we were thinking that participation was going to start going back up because the holidays are over, but it just
Didn't.
yeah.
I wonder if it's lack of consumables because there's too many events, or it's just people are tired of having too many events.
Well,
It might be.
in 9 we this is what it is. We want everyone to show up, but literally you can slow walk all events except KE. That's the only event you need speeds. So I don't really think that that's the problem because we don't have everyone speeding in Pole or Elite War Wasteland. We don't spend in DoD and Triangle War. We don't really care for GC, even though we seem to make it to GC finals every season without even trying.
I,
I just
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can second that because I've been up against you in Wasteland, and you guys did not speed around. I think there was like maybe two of you guys that sped around, but everyone else just freaking walked over us. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but
The only other thing I can think of is timing. It's just the timing of these events. But then, okay, so then what happens in KE? Because KE is 24 hours, right?
well,
There's
yeah.
gotta be there's gotta be time during that 24 hours where you should be able to bring more than half of your alliance. There has to be a time out of that 24 hours, and even that's not happening. And we don't know, but I mean we're still very successful. We've been preaching for a while that it's only a matter of time before we face a nation where it's like, why did we lose this one? It was because we got out participated.
The thing that bothers me is if you got 20, we'll say 30 people online, right? Okay, we all know that you can get 40 to 60 people to show up in Elite War or Doom or Zombies, no problem. With no problems at all. But you get like 20, 30 people online during kill event and no one wants to send and they always got an excuse like, "Oh, well, I wasn't ready." Like, then why'd you hit plus? Like, there has to be a better reason, or like there's got to be a better reason why they're not showing up, but they're online. That's the issue. Is like if you're online, then be a team and show it and send.
Woody, what happened? What happened when you said, like, here's the target, and you got a bunch of pluses, and then two people sent? Do people like? Was it a bubble trap? I mean, what's the
No,
excuse for putting a plus and then
there
not
wasn't
going?
a bubble at all. At all, they kept the bubble down. There was like 16 people that literally it was against 767, um, in Commander. It was against them, and we're friendly nations too. Like, so it's frenzy. We want to fight. And there was 16 pluses if I remember right, and we did the freaking clock, and only me and Kay sent. And I was like, I went off on them. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I only have one question, Woody. I don't know if your decision is fully final, but what if you're on the next merger list and you merge with a nation like 923 that can send 70? What is your mindset like then?
Well, 923 already told me they don't want us.
Just an example. Just an example. I don't know who you're going to get, but let's just say you get a
Well,
merge
right
and
now,
you get the activity that you want.
I'm in 567,
Correct.
and I plan on staying in 567. And here's the reasons why. Although the city is not compatible to what my city is in 736, um, guys, there's a lot. Ooh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta mute check. I'm sorry. There, I apologize. Where was I? 567's got a lot of people, right? And when you guys face Woody, when you face 736 when I was in there, every single event there that we go against, because Woody's there, it is treated like the Super Bowl. And guys, my pockets are not that deep. So, how do I fix that? I join a nation that can fight back at those Super Bowls. You know what I mean? Like I can't I can't I can't fight back against like mega whales. Like my pockets ain't that deep. I would love to have pockets like that and fight back, but I just can't. So if any event that I'm going to be going into is a Super Bowl, okay, well we got the All Stars here, and let's do this. Does that?
Woody, who's gonna fight you? Who's gonna fight you guys now? Realistically,
I mean, yeah,
that's the other side. That's the other flip side to it.
that
Like,
is the
there's
other
no
flip
one's gonna
side.
fight. They challenge like 732. They challenge us again for the third time in like 2 months. I'm gonna tell nobody to show up. It's absolutely useless to try to fight 567. I
Yeah,
mean, it's just a stat. So
yeah.
you might have to flip. It's
I
really boring, the events.
well,
I can definitely second that
I
for five,
triple
Yeah,
that.
six, seven.
Triple that.
Those guys are
it's a
they're
waste. It's a
tough.
waste of time to fight them. No, it really is. We
I'm
love
just
elite
saying,
wars.
buddy. Your
Everybody.
736 isn't over yet, is all I'm saying. I mean, you haven't got that second merger. Who you get for your second merger is gonna be the future of your nation. But I get it. Camel hasn't been treating you very nicely, and maybe you're on the next one. Just I don't know who you're getting, but that's all. So I would say play in 567, but keep your 736 city until second merger, and then you can make your final decision.
man, I kind of made my decision already.
Okay,
Like
that's fine as well.
this has been something that I've been thinking about for the past 3 months. Put it that way, 3 months, and this isn't the first time that people's not showed up in KE or Polar, so to the point where like it got to the point where so many people are just not showing up. So to the point where I'm just like, fuck it. If you guys ain't gonna show up, I'm not gonna show up. I'm not gonna show up for Polar. I'm not gonna show up for Elite War. Like that. Like what a month ago, 6 Elite Wars in 1 week. And then as soon as we as soon as we get through them, they do 6 more. Like, what the hell is going on?
Well, I
That
mean, I hope Camel is listening right now because this is a perfect example of what's happening across the game. You take too long to give a nation a merger, then it completely dies and everyone leaves, even the spenders. Like
they get recruited.
736 needs its second merger. It's needed its second merger for about a year now,
I'm gonna
and they're waiting too long, and it's gonna backfire.
I'm gonna try to talk to K138. Try to talk to SMF. Try to talk to um, Drunken Tiger and see if they want to come to 567. I don't know if they will, but I'm gonna try to see if I can. If that's the case, it's gonna. I won't ask them until after this, until we see what happens if they get a merger or not. I won't even ask them, but my decision is pretty much made. Like I don't even know what to say anymore. Like it's a shitty thing because I love the 700. The 700s world, they gave a lot of fight, and there's some freaking monsters, guys. Like, guys, when I say there's monsters in the 700s, and there are some monsters, and there's some monsters in the 900s. I feel like this, like, and I think I said this in one of my last lives, like, if when these 800s and 900 nations start getting their second merger, I feel, and please don't take offense to this, ancient nations. I feel they're going to be compatible with you guys. They're going to really open your eyes and be like, "Holy shit, the fuck just happened?" Excuse my language, but I feel that will happen.
It's gonna be a long time, Woody.
Maybe,
Just because
maybe.
you get a merger, it takes a long
Well,
time.
yeah, I'm not talking about like the second to get merged. I'm talking like maybe a year
Right.
from now, like when people are starting to really push and catch up, is what I'm talking about.
Right.
I mean, but there's still some of those ancient nations like you're not touching, like 255. You're not touching that. I don't care who you are. That's going to be a very hard win. Or even 219. They're a hard win. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely the gameplay between the 700s and the ancient nations are different. So here's the difference between the 700s is this: the 700s and up is when you find a base, you might have, we'll just say 60 or we'll just say 50 people show up. All of a sudden you got a 50 versus 50. In the ancient nations, you got all 99 motherfuckers showing up. Like they're showing up, and that is the difference. Like they're very patient down there, because they played the game for a very long time. But when they show up, they show up. I remember back when I was playing in 52 with Nikki, we went up against 219. We went up against 219. Holy cow! We went up against 219, and they were planning attacks, and they all showed up. We all showed up, and guys, they were severe hits, like severe. But all right, let's move on. I don't want to make people wait too long. Okay, 736 had 732. Ooh, this was a close one, but it looked like 756 did win this one. That was close. Hold on, so, holy cow. Ooh, that was loud. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Back to this one. So it looks like Archie got 1 billion. Nutty got 779,000. Lima D from 756 got 609. Was this the?
What was that?
This was 756 versus 732.
What was that? I don't even remember that. We played 726 yesterday.
Woody. This is Longsword.
Hey,
Apologize. I'm driving and I put the wrong reports. Let me pull over and I'll pull the right reports. Ignore that. I absolutely
okay.
apologize.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute. There's
I'm like,
744.
No, but I'll say this: we did win. We played 701 and we won by 5 billion. I'll show the reports.
Oh, it was.
Apologize for that,
It was
gentlemen.
701. Okay, 701.
Yeah, and we eliminated that. I'll share it shortly. I apologize. I'm driving.
Okay, so
Delete.
this,
Ignore my report. Move on.
okay, you want me to move on? All right, I'll move on. We'll have to catch up to you. I'm sorry. All right, 785 versus 764. 785 took the W on that one. So 12.9 to 10.9. It looks like Farmer Groot, which would be Groot, got 1.2 billion. And then Angel C got 1.1. Holbrook got 961. Wow. Did they fight you guys? Holbrook? Wow.
I mean, the short answer is definitely yes. The longer answer is, they're kind of divided, so they were only able to fight. So, they were kind of hamstrung from being divided.
Yeah, they can only do so much.
Yeah. But no, they fought for sure. It was tight at the beginning, and then it was really just those angel hits that took it in a certain direction. And then from there was pretty big swings up and down because I think everyone was just having a good time.
And that's what Frenzy's supposed to be like, is just have fun.
Yeah, they were still attacking like flags and halls at reset. Like they were still looking for action. They definitely fight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Highest fighting. There must have been a lot of action.
Yeah, look at this report. So, I mean, 75%, 65 trying to get Angel C with the 16.7 million troops in there. Although it was a loss in the report, they still scored more.
It burned.
Right.
I don't know.
That report was not a loss. That was a victory.
Yeah.
It just had a higher kill ratio.
Yeah, frenzy-wise, this was oh, okay, I see victory right there.
Yeah, it actually got burned on that hit.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, this is, I personally, I don't look at this right here. I look at this.
There's a lot
right
of personal differences going back and forth.
Yeah.
It's like turning the Titanic.
I think it was something like 1 billion points or something.
Ooh, that just gave me chills on the freaking spine right there. 1 billion points, holy shit.
It was a lot for sure. And then we hit it again right afterwards, but only 45 got in before the bubble came up, and then they got some rains, and so we still had a winning report, but not a winning battle.
But
if you know what I mean.
I would say clearly they're on the fence,
So
and with good reason. Like, why are you going to keep investing in a nation that isn't
Whoa, what? What's going on?
supportive slash growing?
Showing up, you might want to mute, bud.
Did we catch that? I think we missed it. All right. So, well, was there more reports other than this one? And you said you had a 40. Uh, Let me ask you. After you killed a 7.2, and then you sent back at a 40, that means they only had 9 million. Wouldn't that have been enough to burn them? Because that would have got you back at like 15 or 14 million troops.
He got 4 rains. We actually hit it. We hit it at least 3. I mean, I think over the whole frenzy, we hit it a bunch. We hit it on the first night, and I think they were bad losses. So we hit it on the first night, bad losses. We waited until we could get more people online. Then we hit it with like 55 and it didn't burn. And then we hit it with 65 and it did burn. And then we hit it with 42 and it would have burned. But like I said, 4 rains came in.
Yeah, that's what rains. Believe it or not, those rains. I don't even think it's the actual troops that make the difference. It's the actual like titans that come in there that probably makes a huge difference.
There was some staggering too with the front. It wasn't like 4 at once. So the front line kept getting refreshed.
Gotcha.
It was all fun. It was all good. I mean, we had a terrible attack to start Frenzy. We had a good attack that lost after that. And then we had several good attacks after that. Overall, we were very happy with how it went.
So this merger that you got in 785 is starting to come together really well, isn't it?
Everybody be careful what you wish for. It's a never-ending headache of trying to align expectations. But as far as the top alliances, yeah, everybody's kind of starting to agree on what to do. There's just a lot of noise and a lot of difference of opinions.
Right.
But overall, we're very, very lucky. I'm just saying we got a great merge, and there's still a lot of stress aligning culture and expectations.
Yeah,
So
see, if I recall from because I've been in nations that have merged twice and once stuff like that. The first merges ain't bad. It's that second merger that people have a lot of old. I don't know what to say, how to say it. Like the way they think they're very hard to try to change. And it comes down to what you're willing to give to get. You know what I mean? Like compromising.
yeah. Also, just people are. The culture can be very different in different nations, right? So, I think that 785 was had a reputation of having participation, right?
Correct.
And then 667 players were kind of raised on the more traditional, like you're a fighter if you have good stats and you have good kills. But like I've always said, you're not a fighter if you have a pretty city and you don't show up. And so we have some people with better stats and maybe better kills that are like, oh, look at these farmers in SAD. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. You can say whatever you want about their stats and their kills, but they show up every single week to win Polar. We're in the top 25 of Elite War now too. So they can call us farmers all they want, but like these farmers are in the top 25 of Elite War. So I think that says enough.
Yeah, that says plenty. That's plenty right there. And you guys go hard in Polar too. Like
yeah. So, but they're not wrong. A lot of us were raised on that culture of like kills mean something and stats are everything. And, you can't really win without stats, of course, but it's a balance. And so we're trying to get them to be a little less worried about kills. Actually, just like ignore kills. I'm not sure that's a stat that's worth anything, especially when people just kill their farm troops and then claim that they're murderers.
yeah.
And we're trying to get everyone to participate, which is, the thing that's pissing you and Bryce off. I think we're focused on the right thing. But like I said, it's just a never ending headache. And we're banning all alliances except for the top 5 in about 7 days or 6 days. So we'll have more drama too.
Well, you got to do like I've always said. If you got to do it, if a city needs to be hit, block them. Don't even pay attention to nation chat. Just block them. That's kind of like the rule of thumb that I've learned from the ancient nations. If you have to hit them, block them. That way you ain't got to deal with it. They know what they did wrong. Like, let's be real, they know what they did wrong. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, mergers also make you have to do the things that are the worst too, right? Like
yeah.
there's a city sitting in 785 unbubbled right now with no alliance. And in the old days, I would just go burn it. But now, a couple people are trying to buy it. Hey, please don't burn it. And like, even if I wanted to burn it and this guy comes back, then he's going to be like, oh, look, see, these guys are tyrants, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, you have to just sit back and let everything take care of itself because the more you get involved, the more people just get pissed off and call you a tyrant. It's just, I'm definitely not crying, but I hope everyone understands their merger double-edged sword. Even when it should go well, and even when both nations are happy and aligned on the same goals, there's still going to be arguments about how to get there.
No, I agree. I agree. There's always going to be arguments, no matter what you do or say. There will definitely be arguments. Um,
Dude, that's why when Bryce was saying you should, keep your mind open, I was thinking to myself, like, I can't imagine a world where Woody would be like, well, I'm in 567 having a good time, but I might as well go back to 736 where I not only have to fix what I left, but also I have to fix whoever we merged with.
the
I mean,
only
maybe you will,
the
but
only difference that has it in my head is this, and I know 567 is listening, is that the city compared to the city I have now is $150,000 difference. You know what I mean? So the gameplay is I have to hide my troops now, which is fine. Which is fine. It's what we should all be doing. Um, but I've been for the past 2.5 years not hiding my troops really, and now
Woody, no one's hitting you, Woody. Woody, pull up 567's stats so everybody can see who's not familiar with 567.
with the
No,
rankings.
no one's. Yeah, you need one person to reign. Pull everything up. Show the Titans.
Well, we don't play. They play like those older nations where they got 28-41s. So I mean, and then me, I'm gonna move up there.
You're good, Woody.
I'm gonna start moving up.
Titans, Woody.
I'm gonna start moving up there. I just got the city right when all my bills were due, so it's like, oh, wrong week. But I'll start moving. I'll start moving it. But this is an awesome nation. All the players, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of players that I used to play with in different nations that I came in here and see them in here like, hey, what's up, guys? Wow, I didn't know you played here. So, all right, we're gonna keep moving forward. I don't want this show to be all about me. All right, so right here, come on, 1176 versus 1130, and 1176 did squeeze the win on that one. This is the final, right? Yeah. Um, and it looks like Steve got Tyrant, Killer Scarface got second, and Koopa, I want to say Koopa got third. Let's see if there are some reports. All right, so 9 to 10. Jeez, those 9 just freaking ate them up, killing 1.4 million troops. 13 to 13. Ooh, that one hurt you guys. But I mean, frenzy wise, you still won in points wise. But this is what I'm, guys. I know it's frenzy, and I know the whole rule is don't ever defend in the frenzy. But let me ask you guys a question. Those nations that are having troubles trying to get people to participate, have you guys been going by the don't ever defend in frenzy, or have you been, or are the nations that are active still defending, and that's why they got activity still? Because they're treating it, win or lose, they're treating it to have fun. That's what I've been thinking because too many people are just scared to even fight. Here's another one, 4 to 1, killing almost all his troops on that one. Nice hit. Fraggle, how did this go? 1 versus 5. Fraggle still in here? No, he left. Wow, that quickly. Wow. Okay, well, we know how it won. they won. Going to 850. So 989 had 891, and it looks like 989 won that one. 846 versus 900. 846 smacked them. That's a big number. 850 versus 829. 850 smacked them. 955 versus 870, and 955 took it and ran with it. Who do we have in here from 850? Is that Scrapper? Yeah, Scrapper. How did it go over there in 850 against 829? Like, everything go okay? Because that's a. Did they fight? Did they show up?
Yeah, Woody, it was pretty fun for a while. We kind of broke their will after a little bit, and initially they wanted to go for the towers, and they had some of the larger players in there. I can't pronounce the names because it was kind of a Lock Nation kind of thing.
Oh, it was Lock Nation?
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, let's see, 829. Yeah, I think it might have been it. Did they even fight you?
Yeah, they did. There was they had, I believe it was 441s, and there were two of them that wanted to fight, and then the third one kind of fought, but Jeepster went to work.
Yeah, it's locked.
So
Yeah, it's locked. So did they? Let me ask you: did they only defend, or did they actually attack those in the Lock Nations?
the first 2 or 3 hours they attacked, and then after that it was purely defense.
Okay, so there's a Lock Nation that actually wants to fight.
Yeah, they
Now,
made a big push at the beginning, and then that was it.
and then failed.
Yeah,
And then failed. I
but
wonder if they're having the same problems that we are. They have to.
we're having a lot of the same problems that you guys are, as far as showing up and stuff. So we made do with whatever we had,
Right.
Okay, who's showing up? Let's put it together and let's hit them strategically. We know they only have 241s that are really, really fighting. So let's draw them out and then send our other guys that aren't as strong to go take the towers,
Yeah.
We'll keep them busy over here so they can't deal with it over there.
Well, you guys definitely smacked them. I will say, when you go up against Lock Nation, and if the Lock Nation people are listening, and eventually they will, you can already just count on winning it by a large sum, as you can see here.
Mhm.
But it's boring, and I think it's very, very boring. Like, the first 20 minutes is exciting because you get all these kills, but then it's like, okay, everyone's unbubbled, and there's just farms, and they're not fighting. It gets very boring.
Well, I think I irritated some of them. They were spending speeds and everything to hit me at the very end. I might even have a report.
Well, the list is very long right now, so to find it,
Yeah.
it'll take me a while.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun, but it was a morale boost for us because we're not a very good KE event nation.
Sometimes,
It kind of like boosted some of our guys to where they were like, "Oh wait, we're actually having fun, and you don't care? Yeah, fight, defend, do whatever you need to do, man. Just show up."
well, let me ask you a question. The whole defending portion. I know that's a number one rule during Frenzy. Don't ever defend. Blah blah blah. But did you guys, although you guys defended, did you still have more fun? And did you guys show up? Did they show up when you said, "Okay, fuck it, defend"?
Yeah, they did. They did, and for every defense that we had, there were other people's cities that were attacking and they were opening up, so we had chances to counterattack them.
Yeah.
And counteract those points.
Oh man.
Otherwise, they're locking it up,
Those counterattacks can be brutal. Like, especially if, for say, if you're defending and you got a lot of numbers in there, and then let's say that you got three of you guys that speed in there with one person with Titans into a counter. Oh my god, they could
Yeah.
they could eat up a lot.
Yeah, there was a counterattack that me and Jeep were in, and we killed, what was it, 2.3 million? I might have the report here.
Oh, you're gonna make me really go down here. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna just mark my spot. Okay, go ahead, post.
All right, let me find it real quick. I'm sorry about that, man.
No, it's okay. See, I see Shonuff's saying, I agree with no defending and frenzy, Woody, but speaking on 5, it's easier for the player to engage if they defend and alliance. Well, what I'm talking about with defending is this. A lot of these nations are having issues with participation, even showing up. And that's an issue because what happens when you don't show up for Frenzy over and over and over again? Those same people that didn't show up for Frenzy are going to start not showing up for Void. And that's the activities that start going low, and they're going to start not showing up for Elite War. They're not going to show up for Polar. So it starts to be to where it's starting to be an issue. So if you allow them to defend, and as long as you have, we'll just say this, as long as you have a couple whales there, or at least one good whale there that's strong, that can possibly turn the points 3/4 more, then yeah, by all means. But if you have only 34s online going up against a 41, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't listen to Woody at that point. Don't listen to Woody. Did you share that report yet?
I thought I did. Let me post it again. There we go.
There we go. So 2-12. So they defended with 12, and they got fucking smoked.
Yeah. Jeep's a beast, man. I wish we'd get him some help. He's our 41 that fights.
Well, I mean, you can get him some help. All you gotta do is just show up.
Oh yeah, I mean
Just show
somebody
up.
more his size,
Oh.
should I say?
Well,
Like-
that'll come in time.
Yeah.
That'll come in time. All right, let me jump back to where I was. Well, I think that's congratulations on you guys' win.
Oh, thanks. Overall, it was fun, and we had a lot more participation, so it was good.
I'm happy to hear that. I am. All right, we're gonna move on. We got 1089 versus 1083. 1089 took the win on that one. 997 versus 1125. 1125 took that win. 1020 versus 1127. It looks like 1127 took that W there. 1152 versus 1054, and 1152 won that one. Obviously, someone from 1020 posted this. You guys want to speak about it, or what was that? Pole barge from 1038, but 1038's not in here. He must play in two nations. All right, we will keep moving then. All right, 1226 versus 1184. 1184 took that win. 1243 versus 1215. 1215 won that one. 1236 versus 1232. 1236 won that one. 1252 versus 1112, and 1252 won this one. Man, these are all low scoring. Is it because they are still new? Anyone from 1236 in here? We can talk because Tashi, I think is the name. Tashi, you in here still? All right, I guess not. We're gonna go through some reports though. We'll give him 7-1, killing nearly all his troops. Not all of them, but nearly all of them. Left him 379,000 troops, which isn't not even a full fleet. 17-18. Well, god damn it. 17-18 right here. See, they're defending. That's not. These 18 people had fun, although they lost. They killed 17 killed 2.5 million. They were able to kill 1.6, but they lost some points, even if it was frenzy like for the quarter for defending. Next one, 12-19. See, this would have been close. They were still off, but it would have been close. If this was void, it'd have been ouch. So they lost 2.2 million off those 19, and they killed 1.8. Whew. And 4 versus 11. They still ate. I mean, they still ate some, 430, but the enemy killed 560. So I mean, they still did eat some, but definitely. Although it says victory, it's not a victory. You look at these numbers right here. Just if you guys want to always, the people that don't understand how to read reports, why you wonder why you lost. Usually look at the percentage of surviving units. I'm not understanding this right here though. I mean, they should have been. Oh, this is defense. Okay, that's why. I was gonna say this should have been a freaking loss, but okay. So this was defense report. The percentage of people that showed up. So 2.5 million showed up, and they have 2.1 still, right? 768,000 and only 200. So that is over half of their troops in here died. So the percentage of what's still surviving will always predict who actually wins the report. Now, again, this number is what we look at, right? How many kills we actually did, what's the points, why, like power loss. That's what we look at. I really don't pay attention to this, so I don't look at that stuff. That's garbage. I look at this right here, surviving units and how many we killed. That's how I look at reports. And I'm pretty sure everyone here looks at that too, that way. Ooh, we got a video. Oh, we got a video. Here we go. Thank you for recording this, by the way. They're coming. Guys, you can always tell when something's coming. You see all the lions getting ready. They're hiding their troops. You can always tell when something's coming. Now, did Groot go ham in 764?
Yeah, he took first place.
Jeez.
So was it a bubble drop or he was just arrogant?
I'm not going to say either one of those things, but the city was available.
To me, it looks like he was. If he was online, then he was testing his strength. See, if that 64 came in faster, it would have been. They would have burned. But like you said, they staggled in there.
No, this one we won.
They burned
next
him
one
on
we
that
lost.
one.
Yeah. I'm not saying we couldn't be better. We could absolutely be better. It's always like, the initial group that has the time right, and then the stragglers. But you got to take what you get.
You're not wrong, dude. 65. That's all you gotta say is 65 showed up.
Amazing hit.
I'm just counting the troops that are dying right now. I gotta see how fast those Titans died. I want to see how fast the Titans died. So we'll go back a little bit. I love watching that right there when people. I want to see the Titans die. All right, Titans are up. Titans are 51's already dead. Plane down. Wow. Titans died within 10 seconds. Whoa. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm shocked he didn't have no reinforcements, honestly.
I mean, it's just frenzy. Maybe these guys were testing things. Maybe they were trying out, whatever. Maybe someone's just learning something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just frenzy.
Well,
I mean, I
yeah.
love the hit. I love the hit for us, but I'm not going to criticize them. They
Oh,
might have been. Who knows what they were doing?
it could have been they just treated it like frenzy and they wanted to see what they can handle. There's been many times I've told my own nation, win or lose, do not join. You know what I mean? Like, don't join. I want to see what I can handle. If I get burnt, I
I
get.
do. I do have another report, Woody. Let me find it real quick.
All right.
Sorry to cut you off. I'm just saying, don't move on yet. I got one more you'll like.
Jeez.
Throw this too.
That's a good hit. Who is that? Yeah, you want to mute your mic?
Yep.
Who is that?
It was playing с нами.
iStar. iStar, can you mute your mic, please?
So they did attack me at one point too. That was fun. I
Oh,
put the report.
I want to see the hold
In
on.
the
Okay,
chat.
let me I gotta mark this so I can come back to it. So I'm not searching. Okay, real quick. So they hit you with 29 people?
Yeah.
That's not gonna be enough.
No.
Точно.
Man. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. iStar, can you mute your mic, please? Yeah, yeah, 29 is not gonna be enough. I'm sorry, iStar. I'm sorry. Bryce, can you tell him I'm sorry? Just tell him it is what it is. Yeah, so you killed 7.2 million troops off that one hit. Man, this doesn't even look like it. Don't take offense to 764. This don't even look like the battle lasted long at all. I remember running freaking face first into you, and that didn't last long.
Yeah, I recorded it just in case you want to watch. It's not
Yes.
it's not the way that you usually like it recorded, but I did the replay.
No, yeah, that's fine. I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, let's watch this real quick. Don't mind the train. Let's see how fast they're going in there. I mean, they're coming in, pretty fast. Oh, but they had that. Better put your charger on. They had, see, now this is what's hurting them. I think people need to understand the timing is so important. This will show you exactly why it's so important. So so those 6 people that are in there right now, just know they're pretty much dead within 2 seconds. Okay, so you're hitting them big. You gotta all get in at the same time. Like, these troops are dying. Fast too. Yeah, that time right there. That time right there. That many troops. Yeah, you pretty much killed everything, and just within that time. You got 3 seconds again, and when you guys are doing a big monster, 3 seconds. You need to be in there. Jeez. You remember, Holbrook's got the multiplier skills, guys. That's something else you got to remember too. When you got those multiplier skills, so 100. I don't know what your stats are. It's none of my business, but we'll just put it out there. Like, if you have 120 percent increased damage to melee, that's 120% to all melee, all mid range, all long range. So let's just say that, like, let's say that we'll just say 3 million frontline. He's got increased. Let's just say he has 120 increased damage to melee. That's to all those millions of troops in the front line, guys. That's crazy. That's why it's so important to get in there so fast within those 3 seconds. Is what I always say. All right, we're gonna move back up. All right. That was intense. All right. Next, we got 11-10 versus 10-58. 10-58 took that win. 913 versus 896. 896 took that win. Honestly, that doesn't even look like it was even worth fighting because it looked kind of boring with the low numbers. No offense. 923 against 1017. 923 wins it again. 987 versus 1007, and 1007 won that one. Let's see some reports. Griffmo, are you in here?
Yeah, he's asking to be unmuted, server muted.
Yep. I'm on it. I'm on it. There you are.
And yeah, you were right about the 896 match. They basically didn't fight.
All right, so we got 20-1 taking on.
Hey, Woody.
Hey, was this a 41 or what was it?
Yeah, that's their biggest player, and that's 3 minutes after the event started.
Oh,
He started the event unshielded.
he found out he wasn't that guy. You're not the guy, dude. Damn. And then I don't even know who these guys were, but they got smacked.
We hit him again, and they reinforced him the second time.
Well,
that's 4 minutes in.
Yeah, that was their second mistake right there. So
yeah,
on that first one, he lost okay, so he has only 261,000 troops left, and then they send 4, which what did they send? 32s, 34s. Like, you just got hit by a 20 shot. Why? Okay, I get the whole defending thing. I get
reading their national chat, they claim they're not a frenzy nation. So we quickly took the lead, and they kept reinforcing. So they kind of have fun. We had fun with them reinforcing, but yeah, we just quickly took the lead.
Yeah,
we started a billion down, and we swept the top 10 on the kill event phase.
That is impressive. 1017, isn't that Black Soul's old nation?
No.
Because I know Jimmy Hoffa was in 1016, and I thought Black
is in 1020. This is Trump is 1017.
Well, Triumph got smacked.
Yeah, Triumph, Trump. He's a good C41, but he's not like a max. 60 million BP. Think about 19 million officer BP.
Yeah, listen, guys, and don't take offense to this Triumph, because I know he's going to eventually hear this, or someone in his nation is going to. You have 1.3 million troops, okay? If you can't match, if your troops, for one, can't match what they're sending, you are not safe to bubble, or to not unbubble and stay unbubbled.
He said on his nation chat, he just forgot.
Oh, that I get it. That I can't really.
It was not intentional.
Okay, well then I pull back what I say. But you guys had fun though, right? Obviously.
Yeah. They constantly had drops. There are no real tower battles. Once we knocked their big city, they did not engage with us in the towers. We just pretty much sat there. They tried once or twice, but...
That's kind of funny that you say that. I remember saying about a year ago, going into Void or going into Frenzy, if you take out their number one guy, no one else will fight.
They did. They engaged, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
they did not try to do the big group battles after that.
Yeah. Well, let's say if you hit that guy and also he won, they would probably have more inspiration to want to fight more. You know what I mean? But their number one guy, that they all meat shield for, just got fucking creamed. He literally got freaking bombed. I don't even know what to say. So, man, well, it is what it is. I mean, they learn. So I hope the guy, he bubbles next time, because thank God it was Frenzy and not Void, because Void is unforgivable. It is unforgivable. Oh my God! Can you imagine that Ben Boyd just off that first hit? Oh my God, that's less than the. That's not even half a fleet left. Jeez. Well, Boyd, he probably would have had like 600,000 left because of the hospital, and that's it. He would have had one fleet. Jeez. Congratulations on your win. We are going
Thanks.
to. No problem. We're going to keep moving. We got Nation 52 versus Nation 1. Olympus from 52, how you doing? If she's still in here.
Yeah, I'm not bad, thanks, Wood.
There you are. There you are. So you guys smacked Nation 1.
Yeah.
The creating nation.
And Void we won as well. Against Nation 1.
So you beat them on both Frenzy and Void before.
Yeah.
And there's Striker. Striker's this guy right here is Striker, guys. He's the old Seas account, very strong. And Bad Zombie. Why did Bad Zombie not playing with ED1?
Few have decided to join Hob.
Okay. From
ED1, and well, SS1 are at war against ED1 now again.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. I mean, they had a truce for some time, but yeah, surprise, surprise.
But Hob isn't involved because we didn't attack. We're allies to them, so in a way, they don't see us as the same as ED1.
The question is ED1 still like they used to be, or are they? I'm assuming that. I mean, 14
It's
11. That's a big difference.
Kind of falling apart at the moment, the state.
Yeah. Yeah, ED1 used to be one of the most feared alliances out there. Used to be.
It's a mess, all I can say at the moment, the state is.
Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I hope that they figure it out and they get their shit together, because they used to be the most feared nation out there back in the days. Even 255, you know, their ED1 used to 52 used to be like, oh shit, this is gonna suck. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna show up. I know they are, kind of deal. But wow.
The one thing I think that's done it is Mandara has moved to 219 from SS1, and he was the one leading them, and now he's not there. They've gone back to their old ways.
So
he's there, but he's not playing.
So why hasn't? I guess one of the biggest questions out there is this: why aren't any of the ancient nations, when they decide they're going to move to a different nation, why are they going just to other ancient nations? Why aren't they going into the somewhat newer nations that are literally active?
I'm not sure really.
Like they're going into one ancient nation into the next ancient nation to have the same struggles as the one they just left. Not all ancient nations are like that. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Like explore. There's 1,400 other nations out there.
And yeah, 513 lost big time.
Yes,
it's a T-form nation mostly in that.
Yeah, did freaking Big Bad Wolf show up on this one? I'm not even seeing him on here.
I don't think a lot of people joined in on that one.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a high scoring one.
Because 513, there's been 2 alliances at war for 7 months as well. And it's just come to peace now, and we're merging Die Alliance to FCK Alliance.
Well, I hope they get their stuff going. 616, they got some strong players in there. Big Bad Wolf.
The idea of 52 is they want to make a super alliance, but There's more than 200 players, to be honest, and killing the rest off, I don't think is going to be good.
Here's okay. So you know what? I'll give my because I played 52 for a little bit of time, a short period of time. The issue I had with 52 was, other than the Civil War, um, they wanted all the strong players in the top alliance. Well, here's the thing: some of these strong players that are in the other alliances, they have they've gotten a relationship with some of the other players. So if they decided to say, okay, if we allow three other or even two other players to get this one strong player, it would probably be worth doing. But no, they didn't. Also, another reason why the amount of like, you need to be at this event thing at all times. You know, like, there is no excuse. Like, it's 4 o'clock,
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, there is an excuse. I'm fucking sleeping. That's my excuse. I'm
And the
sleeping.
thing
I ain't
is,
gonna
you
be
can
there.
have 41 big cities there,
Yeah,
but if they don't join in, they're not really helpful.
yeah, that's true. And I'm not talking shit about 52 because it's a decent nation. Don't get me wrong.
You
I
know,
just
I'm a 38 and I join in
yeah,
every Void and Frenzy.
I just think if they all joined and got stuff together and got in the same path, it would be better.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
stop trying to fight SS1 and try to figure out how to actually live with them.
I think they're hoping for a merge if they can get the power down.
Listen, they're not getting a merge. I promise you that. I don't know
I know.
I don't know how many times I've said this to the old ancient nations before. You guys have too many cities in your nation to get a merge. You guys are able to
Definitely.
You guys are able to gather 200 people in global conquest in every single event, where these nations up here can barely get 20. It's not going to happen.
I mean,
I
you've
would love it.
tried it, and newer nations have tried it, and they were in worse states than us.
Yeah, much worse than this. Like, 52 could just gather all the top players and get two or three really strong alliances, and they wouldn't even need a merge. But they're not
True.
playing. They're not playing it right. They're playing with, well, we want a civil war. We don't agree with you. That's not a healthy thing to do in a nation like that. Merger is out of the question for the ancient nations. I'm telling you that now. If anything, Camel will shut them down and just sprinkle you in throughout the game. That's what I personally think that will happen.
Yeah,
But
it'll be a
that's
dead nation in the end if it keeps going.
yeah. Well, all right. We're gonna keep moving forward though. Thank you for sharing that.
There's some attacks on down. You can see they're quite big attacks.
Okay, we'll look at these real quick. 52 versus 1, so 3 versus that. 9 versus 1. 1.5 killed. That ain't bad. I mean, there's still only a few people showing up. 8 versus 1. Killed 1.3. All right. 3.1. Did ED1 show up?
There's one ED1 or two ED1s that I posted.
Okay. Looney. I know Looney.
And one of them together as well. But yeah, not a lot of reports were shared, to be honest, from ED1.
Well, I mean, this is a good hit right here. 5 of you guys took on 3 of them with 6 million troops, killed 4 million troops. Oh man, can you imagine having 6.3 million troops and
Yeah.
losing 4 million of them? Oh my god! Like, that
If
would
that
make,
was a void, oh my god.
if it was void. If it was void. All right, we're gonna keep moving on. Thank you for sharing those with us, Olympus. All
You're
right,
welcome.
no problem. We already looked at these 785 ones. Did we already go through 756? Yeah, we already went through 756.
Those are the right ones, Woody.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, now I remember. I remember now, okay. 756 versus 701. 756 did win that one. It was a slaughter. It was a slaughter. Longsword, you got second place. Budget Christmas was first place. Lima was in third place. Let's check out some reports. Wait, actually, let's check this out first. 719 beat 666, Lock Nation. Very easy to beat. Very, very easy. 744 beat 714. Wow, 714 usually shows up with a lot of players, but they only won. 744 only won by 400. We'll just say 500,000, 500 million points. So that was a close race, but it kind of looked boring, but still close. 645 versus 637. 637 won that one. Let's go on some of these reports real quick. All right. 7 versus 18. Holy shit. You killed 3.8 million out of the 6.4. So that 18 did not matter. That 18 did not matter. Oh, man. 24 to 14. Oh, man. What was... This is not their... All right, they gave you guys a shot. And, oh, man, they sent 20. So they sent 7.9 versus your 16.6 mil. They did kill 2.2. They actually won this frenzy point wise. Yeah, frenzy point wise, they won this one. But Void.
No. So if you defend in the towers, it's equal.
Oh, was
So
this a
they
tower?
lost.
Was this? I
Yep.
didn't know if it was a tower. Okay, so it was a tower. Ouch. Ouch. That sucks. I take it this is another tower. Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, 31 to 46. You know what? Although they lost these battles, I'm kind of impressed that they're still pulling 31 people. And you guys are still pulling 46. I get that you guys are both double merged. I get that. But those are kind of numbers that we all like wish we can have. 23 to 41. I think that's that's the same one we just looked at. My bad. Yeah, that's at least they didn't just stop fighting, you know.
No, listen, it was a fun, like a lot of respect to 701. We had a fun time, fun frenzy. We brought our players, they brought theirs. Just when it's so funny because they kept coming on to the chat going, they won't attack anymore, or they're close. All of a sudden, the 20 or 30 red lines. So it was it was fun. We played smart. It was just a great event. We look forward to 709 Stars Other Nation. So, we should have fun Void and then see what we do for the next event. But for this event, it was fun. We enjoyed it. They came to play, and, it was a lot of fun. But can I comment on your point about like what's happening with participation in the game?
Yes, please.
So, my take on it is this. It's, let's be fair to everyone here. Camel has provided a lot of different updates to the game. So either you build a city or you buy consumables. It's hard. There's only a pie chart that you have to spend. And if you want to build a city, some people like building cities and they can only participate in only so many events. So, yeah, I think that is part of the recipe that you're seeing. And then I also think the inequity or imbalance in the game with super nations like, 732, come in, or even, 567, great to them, or 280, or the other nation 255. Great for them, hats off to them collecting players. But in the end, like at some point, they can play by themselves. Like I'll tell my team not to show up, and it's not no offense to them. It's just it's just not going to matter because the game has become too imbalanced, so people don't want to play. And then you ask them to play, but if you make that imbalance like that, see what I mean? That's kind of a conundrum that the game needs to tackle from a balance standpoint, and whether it's through mergers, whether it's through providing more consumables, or whether even building up the base things that got you into the game to improve upon, maybe those are things they can do. But ultimately, that's my opinion, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but that's really, I think, what's happening within the game. To Holbrook's point, probably a couple of episodes ago, he was correct. he's like, they're providing so many different events. You're gonna have to pick and choose an event to play, because if not, you will burn players out. And so that's really what it is. Pick and choose an event that you like. If it's head of state, great. If it's polar, great. And and that's what you're going to be known for and good for. And then you can allow your players to play. So that's my opinion, and that's kind of how I've been seeing the game going from a very small little C40 that I have. So that's it.
I agree with you on that. I completely agree with you. There's going to be certain events that you can only do, and just like before when I was in 736, before I went to 567, there's certain nations that it's very hard to compete against. Like, for instance, 736 went against 567 before, and not many people could attack other than like me and Kay. Hellfish got zeroed out, like real quick. SMF got hit. K got hit. I was the only person to get hit. And I think the only reason why I didn't get hit has nothing to do with that. I was friends with 567. It had to do with it. I had to play like I played before when I was in 373. You can't play like you're playing in these newer nations. It's a completely different.
Which would make it less fun for those nations too, eventually. Right? They'll eventually say, why am I in this nation? Eventually, they'll just retire.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. Like, let's say if Void and Frenzy is not going to be the top event anymore, because let's be real, it's not. 567 is going to have to use your strength in other events, such as Polar or Elite War. Obviously, Elite War is a number one thing for them, but like Polar Invasion, that's one thing that if there's not going to be any kind of participation in Void because of the strength, well, people usually show up in Polar because even the smaller players show up because they can get those T13s. And I'm telling you now, though you get numbers with a bunch of T13s against a few mega whales, they can still overcome that whale. I've seen it. It's happened to me. Obviously, a player like Mental will eat 20 people. I mean that's hard to go against, and I get that, but they're really trying to use their strength as an advantage. I believe like Elite War right now and Polar are the two events that everyone's really focused on right now. Not so much the what is that fucking stupid event? Wasteland. Not really Wasteland anymore because the matchups are so freaking gay, like happy, that I had to say that. They're just like, why is the number one alliance fighting a rank 4? What? Like, why? Why would you do that? Like, if Camel's algorithm can see that 567 shows up with 80 people, and no offense, Holbrook, 75 shows up with 80 people every single event, why haven't they bumped heads yet? Like, why haven't that been matched up? Why are we matched up with a nation that there's just no chance? That's not fair. That's not even fun. Do you guys know how many times I would go into a wasteland and I will start recording, and then like within 5 minutes they're trapped. The enemy's trapped in the corner. Like, I just delete the video. It's not even. I log off. It's not even fun at that point. It's like, this was gay. Like,
we gave up on Wasteland. We deprioritized it. We don't even. We won't play it.
Right, but
for anything
you know what I mean. I wasn't necessarily saying your nation. I'm saying in general. Like, there are some nations that will fight it and they'll go hard on it. Like 908, they'll do it. 910, they'll do it. 904, they'll do it. Why aren't those people been bumped heads yet? They haven't.
I already mailed VIP and said Wasteland is a fantastic event. The matching doesn't make sense. So please fix it. We'll play it. But right now we're just going to free play it because
right.
It's like you said, like you show up and the other team quits in the first 2 minutes. So
Holbrook, I wrote my VIP.
well,
What's that?
I did the same. I wrote my VIP. I told them the same thing. Wastelands become a waste of time. And if you're not going to match us up with people who are similarly situated, it just doesn't It doesn't make sense.
I see what you did right there. I see what you did there.
Well,
Wasteland is a waste of time. I see what you did right there.
and that's the thing there. You know, we talk about mergers and everything, where instead of mergers, you need to start crossing other nations with the same type. It's like you look at a number one alliance that's going against a number four in a weaker nation, and it's like, why even bother with that?
Yeah. Consider that as a loss right off the bat, right? Or a win, at that matter. Like, look at this. 587 Dre, very, very strong nation. Matter of fact, 587. Who did they zero out? It was a big player too. Oh man, who was it? It was only a few weeks ago. Lady Fox posted it on her YouTube. Who was that? Oh man, I'm gonna have to look. Sorry, I have to look. Oh man, now I'm freaking wondering who did all right, Lady Fox, who did
What are you talking about? Vegas?
Vegas? Yeah, that's who. Sorry. My bad. 587 strong, guys. They got their shit together.
Woody, I don't know if you saw the whale in Nation 2 got zeroed out this frenzy, but that just shows you what happens if you're not keeping up with the stats. And that guy had like 500 or 600 million BP.
The number in Nation 2, the number one guy?
Yeah. But I
Oh,
saw his stats, like his reduced damage, his increased damage, and it's still under 100%. So it made sense why he got zeroed.
yeah,
Have
definitely.
you got the report on that?
It's in Woody's server, I think. In his general chat, someone posted it.
So was
Okay, I'll have a look soon.
this a single hit? 657 million they took off, like a single hit, or was it a double tap?
It's in your server, Woody. In your general chat. Yeah, 81 versus, and he had some rain.
Oh man, what was the troop count? What was the troop count on both sides? You know what? Just post the report. I got to see the report. Let me mark this real quick.
I'll take screenshots and I'll just post it for you then.
Yeah, that'll work.
And I'll post his stats as well, and it'll explain why.
You know that gentleman before that was talking about you're either building your city or you're spending on consumables. He's 100% right on that. You know that, right? He's 100% right. Hold on, I'm waiting for that report.
Well, it's kind of hard to talk when you and Danny are going at it.
What? Who's going at it?
Be careful, John. You might as well stay together.
That's they're in the middle of a phone call. Hey, did you get that report? He's probably still looking for it. All right, we'll come back. Who was the people that zeroed them out? I guess that's the question. From Nation 2, this.
Yeah, it's loading right now. But that first hit was like 81. There it is.
Oh, he was only at 19.4. Ooh. All right, let's go check this out. 81-9. Oh my God. Whoa. Fat Farmer D.
God.
Oh.
We're up against 114 for Void next as well, State 52.
And then a second hit. Oh my God. Down to less than 1 million. Oh man, what was his stats? I mean, his stats are not bad. Oh yeah, here it is. This is why.
Yeah, there you go.
That's he was focused too much on the melee HP and a long range attack, and failed to even put anything into the increased damage and reduced damage.
I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't even spend anymore, probably for a long time.
I don't
Les
know,
Kitten,
man.
Les Kitten's old nation, so he probably knows. Maybe it's not even the original, owner.
Yeah, but you got to think about. So when the officer, not even the officer, yeah, the officer equipment came out, you were able to jump up to 2,000. So before the cap was at like 1,800. So from 1,800 to 2,000, when the officer equipment came out, that's a big. He was spending. He just was
Yeah.
not putting it in the right spots. Reduced damage taken in mid range. He doesn't even have that triple S or the unworldly for that. Reduced damage taken from melee. That's acceptable to have it at 55.5. Um, increased damage, didn't have that maxed out. Reduced damage taken from long range. He's got the unworldlies, but that's it. Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, his zombie attack's only 17 too, so you can tell yeah.
If I was this guy in Nation 2, if someone's listening from Nation 2, stop worrying about your melee HP and your long range attack and start working on increased damage to melee, reduce damage taken from long range and mid range. Those are the more important. Those are your multipliers. Those are the percentage of the enemy's troops, like 79.7%. Increased damage to, well, that's increased to long range, but increased damage to melee troops 94.4. Like that should be at, like, I think he needs to really push that to be over 100, maybe 110, 115. That's
I
what he
think
should
players
be.
are already getting close to 150 on that.
Yeah. That's crazy. Increased damage to melee, where that was a 94. Where's a reduced damage taken from long range? Reduce at 96 point. Oh man, that's. I think that's like 160 people can be at,
I think
right
it's
around
like
there.
right around people are around 116, I think 117 at
No,
the highest, maybe.
it's more than that. 116, you think?
Yeah, no, for it's about most player. I think the highest I've seen is maybe actually kind of a lot of people who are pushing antiques.
Well, those antiques are freaking game changing right now.
Yeah.
They really are. I get it. I've always said work on your officers, but I think when the antiques came out, I made it very clear that whatever you're doing right now, stop what you're doing and go straight to the antiques and focus on that, because that's where those OP stats. I thought I seen someone hitting 2,700 melee HP and like 27 long range attack already. That's freaking insane. Like, I'm now, when I was in 736, I'm now a farm at 2,300. I'm a farm. I gotta watch out for my
No,
350 million BP. I gotta watch out for that now.
yeah, I would agree on that. Just a little bit going into it, it seems like you get a lot of buffs for literally nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. And man, so these stats right here, the increased damage and reduced damage, are the main focus. And then you go down to the bottom, the attack reductions. Look at this. This isn't the best, but enemy long range attack reduction 554. Okay, so that's 554%. If someone has 1,500, that would be like what? 1,406 or no, I'm sorry, 446 reduced damage unless they have increased damage. Like that, it counters each other. But that's a huge difference. I think the max right now is like what, like 800 and something. I thought I seen maybe even higher than that. Honestly, imagine hitting someone with like a enemy long range attack reduction at like 800, and you're sitting at 500. Man, there's a 300 different gap right there. That's a huge number, guys. That's a really big number. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to go back up. Thank you for showing those. Going back up. Yeah, J Dog and 587, they won this one, and Dre, but against 588, and that isn't 588 a Lock Nation, if I'm correct. I thought they were Lock Nation. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna look, but either way, 23 million to 5.7, that or billion. I mean, those are numbers, guys. 2 billion. J Dog. Jeez. Is J Dog still in here? Do you want to say anything? No, I think he left. Okay. All right, we got 385 versus 351. 385 smacked 351. Ritachi, looks like you guys had some fun over there.
Yeah, we had a little fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
So did they fight you or?
So not really. Yes and no. They had some defensive towers, and they did one big attack with like 37 people or something like that, and they took out our third highest BP person. I think it was like 160. And I sat on Bubba probably most of the battle because I wanted him to hit me to see again what I could take, but they never came. And they had 50 on the defense too, so I thought they had the numbers to try, and they never did.
Let me see what your BP is. I want to see what your BP is right now.
Yeah, 274, I think it is.
With 50, they probably could have done some damage, man.
Yeah, might have. I would have enjoyed it, but because you know how frenzies are.
Yeah, test and see what you can do.
Yeah,
see what you can do.
I think going back to your other comments about defending, and I defend. I don't do needless defendings, but I defend just because I could pretty much, change a little bit of the battle here and there, but not against 50 people. Sure, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But also, I think we stopped making, or rather, I keep pushing to stop making it a priority event. Or I get it, all the folks, what they're used to doing, but it's not the same. We're just sitting around waiting. Like for instance, I stopped playing after a few hours just because we were already winning and there was just no point. And actually, we've been getting a lot more participation, letting other people rank. Letting them get a chance to, rather than me taking everything, by joining battles and stuff, let them do their thing. So people have been a lot more participation. It seems like some morale's come back a bit. So it's been actually fun lately.
It's funny that you say that, and the reason why I say it's funny is because I remember saying before, sometimes you just have your whale sit out and let the kids play, and you'd be surprised how many people come active.
Yeah, I go for it if we need it, but honestly, I mean, to this last event, there were people who almost never even rank in the top 50 were getting top 10 or 20 or whatever. I mean, it was drastic differences from what they're used to ranking at.
Right.
So that was cool to see, and everybody was seeming to having fun. So, and also then I get to spend the day with my family, not staring at a phone.
Yeah.
So
win or lose. I remember when I was in 736, it was top 5 in 736 and the top 5 in 732. We sat out. We sat out the whole entire void. And we let the kids play. And it was, no matter if we were going to win or lose the battle, everyone stayed out. And you know what? Those 34s, those 36s, those 38s, they all showed up and they fought because they knew they had the opportunity to get Tyrant. They knew they had the opportunity.
Woody, that void went down to the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, the very last minute. Yeah, very last 5 minutes. And it was fun just watching.
Groot had a hit. Yeah, I think Groot had a hit and won it. It was great.
Yeah, that was the one.
That was your idea, right?
Yeah, that was our idea.
Void Tyrant in both nations. 736.
Back when Hellfish was playing, he sat out in the top 5, and 7 through sat out. And we were being honest. We sat out. We lost. We won, and no one joined the battles. And they played. They played to the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, they did. Yep, the last 5 minutes. Good call, Woody. More nations should do that.
Well,
definitely stimulates activity with the smaller players.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you got, for instance, the nation I'm in right now, 567. If all the 41s and we'll just say 40s. I know this will never be agreed to. If all the 40s and 41s sat out void on both sides and they made that agreement, win or lose, I guarantee more people will be active and show up. I guarantee it would. It's those. Well, fuck. They got 1841s and look at their BP, look at their officers. There's no way we're not even going to play. But if they made an agreement, say, we're just going to sit out and if we win, we win, we lose, and they mean it, they just sit there and don't show activity and they don't join on both sides, I guarantee you that the smaller players that never join will show up. They will show up because there's an opportunity that they can get the tyrant. But that's
And
yeah, there's some fun there.
You have said before, haven't you, Woody? Even the whales will not be safe anymore, really.
No, these whales are not safe. So whales are not safe. I'll use. I'm trying.
They used to not be able to be beaten, but these days they're being took out easier, aren't they?
Well, I mean, you figure back in the day, not even like a month or two ago, when they started really pushing the fleet expansions, Ronaldo got zeroed out, guys. Ronaldo, he got zeroed out.
Yeah.
What nation was that zeroed him out? I know I keep asking the same question over and over again, but he got zeroed out. It was Frenzy. It wasn't Void. But that's an eye opener. A player at his magnitude. I mean, you're talking about Ronaldo. Is just as strong as Mental, just as strong as Liga, just as getting zeroed out. I think it was like a double hit that they got him. It took more than one hit, but they are not safe anymore.
That's
Yeah, who was this? What nation was that?
I don't know what I don't know what nation took out Ronaldo, but they did do it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was man. What was it? 581? No. Fuck. And Echoes might know. Echoes, you in here? Yeah, he's in here. Do you know what nation it might have been in Echoes that took out Ronaldo in Frenzy a month or two ago?
No, I have no idea. I think it could be a locked nation, but not sure which nation it was.
No, it wasn't a locked nation. It wasn't a locked nation. It was an unlocked nation. I just don't remember. I want to say 581, but I don't think it was 581. It was a non-locked nation, and it was Frenzy, and they smacked him, and they zeroed.
I actually think I remember that. Was it 587 or?
It was
581.
It was
a 500
Dre.
nation.
It was Dre. If I recall, it was Dre 587. I think it was, and they smacked him like 3 times, and finally they zeroed him out. And I mean, you're not gonna heal those troops. Hell no. 50 million troops. Oh my God, that's like a 10,000 day heal. No, thank you. I'm not healing 10,000 days. No way. No way.
That would be a big ouch.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So these players that have all this BP, they're so used to not having a bubble. Well, the game has changed when it comes to like Void and Frenzy wise. It's changed to where even those players are not safe anymore. So with that being said, I mean, I wish that's proof to why Frenzy and Void, people should be so excited about it. They should be testing out Frenzy and see what they can do. Now imagine Dre Alliance, if that truly was who it was, if they were able to zero out a player like Ronaldo with 50 million troops in Frenzy, would they try to do it in Void? Knowing that they can do it now. They have the power to do it. Why wouldn't they try in Void? I mean, that's why it's so important to be testing these things out in Frenzy, guys. Like, hiding behind a bubble, get over yourself. You're not losing troops. Don't heal your troops. Just go till you have no more troops and freaking say, hey, I'm off. I got no more troops. Bye. You're not losing resources. I mean, I can get it if you're a farmer. But, I don't know. That was
It'd be a big troop loss on both sides.
Yeah.
In Void.
Wheezy, Wheezy Way, mute your mic, please. So we're going to move on. We got 255 versus 208 here. 255 smacked 208 like pretty freaking hard. Baby Oracle with the 1.7 billion, Supersonic with 1.2. Weezy, I'm gonna have to mute you, bro. You want to mute your mic, please?
I'm trying to find me.
Gotcha. And we got Ghost in here, and we got who else from 255 is in here? In Echoes, you're in here. You can speak. So was this fun, or what exactly happened? I'm seeing some reports.
Yeah,
Here.
the 285 is a really cool nation when it comes to Void of Frenzy. They fight, they are there, and yeah, very much fun for both nations. I think got some nice reports. No recruitment escalation before that, and yeah, was just a really fun Sunday for both sides. I think.
So did this guy get burned, or?
Yep.
276 million.
If you keep going there, I think we got him down to 37 million.
Holy cow. 249 burned. Check out this report. 30 versus 2. Jeez, 30 people. Man. Oh, there it is. 37. Oh my god.
There was not much left at the end.
Oh my god, if this was Void, there would be a city for trade. There would be a city for trade if this was Void. And they tried you guys and oh wow, they bounced off. They ran into a wall.
Yeah, I think that was one of the tower battles.
That was a good battle.
Yes, was fun for everybody. Also, our little ones could attack and play. And yeah, great Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Not too much staring on bubbled cities. Here and there, some bubbles popped, and yeah. And they also try to counter and everything else. So yeah.
Well, this is what I like seeing. You know, even in Frenzy, you know, the whole defending, the countering, stuff like that. You know, just go out and just go all fucking out and have fun. Like treat it like
right.
Chaos Land. You know what I mean?
Right. I think the older nations do that still pretty well.
Yeah, and of course a lot of these are in towers too. So
yeah, the towers helps definitely.
Not this one, no. Was this in the tower? This was not. This was a city. Ooh. Man, look at that. 7.7 killed. Ooh, man. God, that's hard to eat. That's hard to even look at, man. Just watching the troops dwindling down, man. That's crazy. Well, congratulations, 255. Yeah, that's a.
Thank you.
That's. You're gonna be making a video on it, or?
No, I don't think so, because I didn't have much time yesterday to play or record anything. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But everybody's always invited to visit us and try it for themselves.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, unfortunately, I was stuck at work, working on a machine, so I didn't really get to do much in my Frenzy, but visit it during days off, my breaks. All right, we are moving on. We have 1259 versus 1234. 1259 won that one. Joshua, is he in here? He is not. All right, we will keep going then. We already went that report. There we go, 564. 564 versus 596. 564 won that one. Echoes of the Battle, if you're still in here, you guys have some fun. Kind of looks like you did.
Yeah, there's really not too much to say. I mean, it was a lot of fun all around. I mean, it was a victory.
So you
we had a few reports there, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so it was slow, right?
It was pretty slow. A lot of unbubbled cities that weren't hiding troops.
A lot of speed traps, right?
So we have fun.
I call those speed traps. Why do you call it
Yeah.
speed traps? Because you waste your speeds. Oh,
But it
man.
was good though. It was fun all around. No disrespect to 596. They came out, they wanted to have fun, but they didn't fight hard either.
Hopefully one day they do. Hopefully one day they do. Unfortunately, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. We went over this one already with 12-17. Let's keep going. Here we go. All right, so 431 versus 420. 431 won that one. 528 versus 495. 495 won that. 29 billion to 8. Ay, ay, ay. And then 621, they won that one. 28 billion to, what is that? Is that number just that low that it ain't showing? 17, 10, 11? I can't really tell. It's smudgy. Like, I can't tell. Can you guys tell that? Okay, I'm gonna look at the other screen. 17. So 28 to 17 is what I'm seeing, maybe. And then 442 versus 459. 459 won that one. Anyone from 621 want to talk about it? Let's see who we got in here. Phantom, you're in here.
Yo.
How did first? Can you clarify that number? Is that 17 or 11?
Give me a second. Driving. Damn, how far up is it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it is blurry. Damn, Discord.
It's like.
Let me go on the game.
Yeah, no problem. It looks like fresh ink and someone smeared it.
Right. Discord is funny like that. 12 million.
So you said 12?
Mm-hmm. It's 12.6.
Did they fight?
Yes. They fought hard.
So they just got booty rammed though.
Well, the thing is, they're very good at countering. Anytime we attack, they keep their cities open. Like their big guys keep their cities open. So the strongest three.
Mm-hmm.
One with a bird picture that had about 300 and maybe 80 million BP. Stays open, stays fogged. Lock nations like to reinforce.
Yeah.
They play it like, yeah. So, they test their cities, they have fun. So they just sit there, waiting and countering. So anytime I jumped in the attack, they countered my city, which was good for me because I got to see what my troops do. Because I used to have, my city started as a long range city when Summit owned it. So I got to see what my troops actually do in there and what I should recruit more of. But we got some real good reports on, say, their number one city, that the one with the bird, and another maybe 250 million BP city.
Ooh.
I want to share the reports, but I just want to clear it with leadership if we do that, because before we never really shared reports. But, 60 player attacks and stuff.
Well, I mean, a report. Well, I understand that. So because the 60 can show how many troops you can bring. I get that, but like, I've always said, if you can show the report, you don't need to put the stats in there. You know what I mean? Because that way it just shows numbers. It doesn't show the strength.
Yeah, that's all I want to show. I always like seeing those big reports.
Yeah.
Where so many players jump in.
Yeah, especially first thing in the morning. I mean, everyone else has already got morning wood. Why not get why not see something to really get you going?
Yeah, facts. As soon as I get that clear, as soon as I get an answer on that, I'll share three G2 reports. But it was fun. So what they did is they came to our hive and they stayed at our city, and they just sat there and they wanted us to attack, and they just reinforced. And you know, we ended up burning, you know, the 3 cities that came, but they wanted it. They're fun to play,
Well, let me ask
and
you:
I think they're very skilled.
did they heal afterwards?
Nah, they ain't heal.
Okay, I was gonna say because I know that there is a strategy to get the number one position for head of state. You know, for the kills. Some people that have high BP, they'll really stock up on heals and they'll take these frenzies and they'll just consistently heal and get hit and get zeroed out. And that way, they're getting all those kills and can get the number one spot for head of state for the strongest commander, whatever you want to call it. That is a trick, but that in my eyes is very selfish because by doing that, you're kind of already admitting that you're going to lose a void slash frenzy by doing that. You know, you're immediately giving points away just so you can get those kills. That to me, that's selfish.
Yeah, I think they're on the same page as far as that goes.
Oh, okay, okay. That's what I kind of figured. I kind of thought that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew they was going to lose KE and all that. You know, they were just having fun, which is good.
Yeah.
It's what we always talk about how frenzy should be. You know, test
Yeah.
the cities, have fun, da 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 da, do big attacks.
Well, you
and all
remember
that.
back. You remember back in the days. Like literally, both the top alliances, they ported right up next to each other, and they left bubbles off, and they just fought it until no one had troops left, and that was it. Whoever had troops left and got the highest point won. That's the way the game used to be played, guys. Like, and it was so fun.
I think they should just make all points equal. Defending, attacking, everything.
That would be that. I think that would be pretty cool too.
I mean, because let's face it. There's more nations out there that like to defend rather than attack. So why not just let them and give them equal points?
I agree. La 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 blue. I agree 100% with that. 100%. Why do the whole 3/4 thing? All you're doing is preventing people to actually want to fight because, well, the points are going to be different.
Because they're trying to get people to attack and fight. That's why.
But in defense, you're not getting any points. So
I understand. That's the point. Don't defend, attack.
Yeah,
They're trying to play.
They want.
Not defend. That's the point. Instead of just getting free,
yeah,
opening your first 3 boxes, which is what a lot of people do. You know that.
Yeah,
you're trying to actually encourage them to attack and play, not just reap, 490 gold or whatever it is.
You guys
get some money out of it.
You guys do realize that those players that just drop their bubble for the boxes usually get zeroed out shortly after Void / Frenzy by their own nation. Usually that happens. Like, especially if the points are real close, the one hit can decipher who wins or loses the entire battle or who takes Tyrant. Oh my god. So many times I've lost Tyrant over that.
Like going against 5, 6, 7.
Well, I mean, 5, 6, 7 strong.
They're super strong. Super strong.
We are a friendly nation, sir.
They are. I will say they are friendly. They treated when I went there. They treated me with the utmost respect. The utmost respect. So I can't even. Look, I'm freaking the president. What's that say? Like first day, hey, you're president. And then for Frenzy, they literally did the whole Woody theme, the Toy Story theme, like out of respect for me. And I was like, wow. Unfortunately, I was busy at work, so I didn't get shit for records. But sorry, but there really wasn't any fights that really happened. I think there might have been 1 or 2 fights that happened. It was pretty, yeah.
Yeah, hands down. Much respect, 5, 6, 7. Guys are a good nation.
Well, if you want to join it, just let Tip know and he can work something out.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, What are you, the recruiter now, Woody?
No. Oh no, I'm the YouTuber. It's literally all I'm going to do is YouTube and play the game.
Nah, just hats off. 5, 6, 7. You guys are good.
Hey, Woody, I'm gonna share those reports.
All right, cool. Let me mark my spot real quick, so I know where to go back to. All right, go ahead.
Damn, how I add these? Give me a second. I'm also driving.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom.
Holy cow. Okay. Whoa, look at that. 555. Look at that. They showed up. Oh my God, you guys hit monsters too.
Yeah.
66 to 16. Dang, bad. That's a good hit.
They're fun to play. I enjoyed it. Even when they hit me, it was fun.
Oh, they got you, huh? 57 to 10.
Yeah, hit me a couple times.
42 to 20. Oh, wow. Dude lost nearly half his troops on that hit. Wow. Now, did they? Now, you said they attacked you too, didn't they?
Yeah, they counter. So
Okay.
if you go to their nation and you hit a city of theirs, they're watching that battle log and they'll counter you.
Well, that's the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, it was keeping an eye out for me. I'll tell you that.
You ever notice people like, let's just say there's a battle happening. We'll just say a battle happened right here. They're all like, "Oh, where'd it come from? Where'd it come from?" When all you got to really do is just click here, go to the battle log, and it'll show you exactly. And you can click on their location; it brings you right to them. Like,
Yep, that's what I do.
you don't gotta spend a freaking 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then when you find it, there's a bubble there because the battle's over. Sorry, I think that I just gave away some juice, but I mean that's kind of common sense right there. Some people don't know about it, but now they do. 42 to 20. This is a great hit. This was a great hit right here. 9.6 killed. They were only able to tickle you guys with 3.9. That's a tickle. That's a tickle me Elmo right there. 57 to 10. Wow. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed with the 10 that they had there. They still were able to get 46 out of y'all. They killed 3.5. That's actually kind of impressive. Against 57. Huh, nice. If you want, you can delete those so people don't post them on Facebook. You know what I mean? All right. Congratulations on your win again. All right, next we have. All right, we got 309 versus. What is that? 365? I think it's 365 or 366. I think it's 365. And 309 took a win on that one. 374 versus 400. 374 won that one, which is Razzle's old nation. 299 versus 415. This looked like it was a close one, but 299 did take the win. 333 versus 354, and 333 won that one. Playtime, are you here? Is Playtime still in here? I don't think he is in here still. No, he left. Playtime left the building. Well, that's 309. Playtime used to play in 736, moved over to 309. He's actually playing in the Sir Zion City. But they're throwing up some good numbers out there. I seen his stats. His stats are freaking huge over there in 309. Huge. All right, we got 908, 80. Okay. So this is 114 versus Nation 2. We went over these already. Okay, that's insane numbers. That Nation 2 guy got freaking zeroed. Next one we have 797 versus 833. 833 took that win. 790 versus 808. 791, and they also said it was boring. 817 versus 977. 977 won that one. 786 versus 875, and 875 won that one. He said boring right off the bat. Right off the bat. Let's see, 12 versus 9 and 790. Well, shit, you're able to get 12. Be happy with that, honestly. 1 versus 2. Yeah, I can see that. It probably was boring. We're going to keep moving down. We got Lady Fox here. 737 versus 693, which is Ronaldo's nation. 737 rocked them. 777 versus 552, and 777 won that one. 711 versus 697, and 697 won that one. 601 versus 668, and 668 won that one. Let's check and see some of these reports. There's quite a bit of them. All right, so 20 to 16. I mean, that is considered a win even in Frenzy right there. They would win in the points wise right there. So that's a good one. Still happy to see 13 versus 15. 1.9. They got 2.1 killed. It's not going to upset the Frenzy points. 11-18. So it looks like 697. They came. They just didn't come with huge numbers. 20 to 14. About even right there. 3.2 to 3.4. Ooh, who did they hit? That's a point. Wow. No, that's not a point win. They still lost this one, but it was pretty damn close points wise for Frenzy. 18 to 15. They won. No, they lost. 7-11 lost that one again, points wise. They won this one, 17 to 14. They won this one in points, or actually pretty equal, pretty close to being the same. But man, that's what I'm talking about. They should be making these like actual fair points. Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean by fair points?
Equal points. Equal points, like Void. But I get what like Tip was saying. You know, they're trying to get them to fight. But it's been like that since day one. So I mean, trying to get them to fight. I mean, that would be acceptable if it was like right now. But it's been like that since day one of the game. All right, next thing we got 905 versus 827. 905 smacked that. Badger took first place. Olden took second, and Tartarian. Can you guys help me out? Tartarian. Sorry. Tartarian took third. There's a report 46 to 9. Holy shit. Who'd they try to hit? God, that hurts. Yeah, they definitely won this one in points too. 905 won that attack in points by a lot, by like tenfold. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. We got 904 showed up. You want to talk about you guys' Void? Oh, that's 905. Oh, okay. You're playing in both nations, 904 and 905. Okay, yeah, okay. Showing off, you there? You want to talk or no? Oh, he's typing. He's probably busy. Probably just listening in. Let me see what he's about to say. Muted.
Something you did.
Oh, there it is. There. Yeah, that's the old Patriot City.
Yeah.
And hang on, I'm driving through Memphis. Yeah, basically he sat right by the Third Alliance's tower. And he just sat there, fogged, no shield, and that Tartarian fella kept antagonizing the Third Alliance. And our third alliance wasn't going for it, right? And then eventually Badger sat there and they organized 46 at him, and it wasn't even close, bro. He ate that like nobody's business.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. It was a good frenzy. I'll say that.
Yeah.
They sent 827. They sent a lot of 36s, 37s, but they weren't monster cities. They did a good job hiding troops, so you could not reasonably counter and score. But there were chances you could draw them in somewhere, and then you could defend. So some people got to open boxes that way. But yeah, it was never close for the kill event. Badger just R41s, not mine, but the main alliance strong cities. They just fucking cream pied everything.
You said cream pie. Love it. Yeah, that's I don't even know what to say about this, man. 46, and we were just talking about like players, like hitting these bigger players and stuff like that, and being able to freaking burn them. And this is the opposite, like right here. Like, oh man, 46. That should have been like, that should have done something. But like I've always said before, whatever number they have, like we'll just say 18-7, they gotta not only match the 18, but they gotta have an average of stronger. Like not only the Titans, but if that first 18, they have to kind of match the strength of it. You know what I mean? Like the troop wise. And if he's got T13s in there, like 18 million T13s, and now they're sending T10s, T11s, and stuff like that, yeah, they're going to be eaten up real quick.
That was a good defense.
Yeah, that was a real good defense. That was
if I remember right, because they had one other, that 827, they had Tartarian was in the main alliance, and the only other giant city was in a different alliance. So that attacked the 46. It was Tartarian and all his little guys. But maybe it'd be different if both of the whales from 827, but they were in separate alliances, so it didn't really work out for them.
No, it didn't.
It's good to watch. You have to say props for organizing 46 to go at the guy, but
in a second alliance at that. Now, my question for 827 is this. You got 46 people in your second alliance. Why are they not in your first alliance?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why are these guys sitting in the second alliance? Why are they not in the first alliance? Can you imagine? You put 20 more.
It makes you wonder.
Yeah, like 827. If you're listening, get with the program. Put your 46. These 46 players that showed up, put them in the first alliance. Even if the first alliance only got 20 people that it's going to show up, that's 66 people. Probably enough to, much bigger cities, of course. Probably be able to match that number and do some more damage than this. Man, wow. That blows my mind. They are literally wasting 46 people in a second alliance that they could have been in the first alliance and done some damage. That blows my mind.
I might have it backwards. I might have it backwards. I can't say for sure. But the two strongest cities weren't in the same alliance for 827. So that's their problem to solve. But
Who has that meme? Who has that meme where the guy's all like smacking his forehead like, duh. Oh my god. I'm gonna hear it. Wow. Congratulations on that win. That's wow. Alright, we're gonna keep moving though. Alright, we have right here. Let me take a sip of something to drink real quick, guys. What do I want? Coffee? No, I've had too much of that. We'll go with Pepsi. Yeah, we're gonna go with some cherry Pepsi. Mouth's all dry. 982 versus 967. 982 won, and they just squeezed that win. It looked like it was boring, but they squeezed the win. 927 versus 872. 927 took that win by a lot. 899 versus 894, and they just murdered them. 890 versus 975, and 890 won that one. Not by much, less than 300 million. That's literally 2 hits, maybe 1. Anyone from, what is that? Fire on some fly. Look at the name. Fire on some fly shit. Is he in here still or no? He is not. Okay, well, we'll look at some of these reports. 16-31. This is what we like to see right here. Like 16-31. Both sides showed up. They defended. 3-7. Or 1-6. Okay. They lost more on that hit. 25-20. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, they ate a lot. Now, so what's going to happen when Campbell puts those the 30-minute cooldown for the bubbles? How are you guys going to like that when you do that?
I think a lot more will probably not join Void.
No, it's definitely going to be people will be joining.
Or just the whales, maybe, or the ones with low amount of troops.
Well, you put it this way: you're gonna get nations such as 255. I'm not 255. I'm not throwing you underneath the bus. Please don't think I am. That love the fight against nations like 219 that love the fight. Well, guess what? Now you can't bubble. So now you're gonna be jumping around, running around, and everyone's gonna be sending to reinforce and send that to that guy, send it to this guy, jump here. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot war like Chaos Land.
So it's basically like, yeah, it's basically like participation.
Yeah, because I mean, in some of these top alliances out there, their rules are if you don't participate, you're out. You're out. You're done. You know what I mean?
Do you have an update on that when that's actually going to come?
So it is still being tested. The update I did say is that it's being tested and it's probably going to come in this year. Guys, I put it this way: whatever I get told, I'm telling you guys. You know,
will it be when you attack it drops, or just no bubble at all? You can't have.
So if you attack an enemy, you cannot bubble for 30 minutes.
Limit. That's a big risk.
Oh, that's going to be so interesting.
I hope they test it out in Frenzy first.
Well, yeah, I would assume that they would test it out in Frenzy first. So I've played a few other games just like this game, guys. So I'm not going to really, I will just say the abbreviations SOS, which I'm pretty sure you guys, something Survivor, same setup here. They got the 30-minute cooldown bubble. It's very active. Like what I'm telling you guys, when they attack, people pour, that shit's real. And then another King S, I can't say the name on here because we're not advertising anything. They have the 30-minute cooldown bubble, and it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. If you guys ever seen it, it's crazy. It's so fun. I think that maybe the first one people will be scared to fight, but it is so crazy. I personally can't wait till that comes. That's insane when it comes. All right. Let's see. Did we go over?
Hey,
yeah.
Would they supply more, say, like teleports and speeds along with that?
So, and that's something I brought up to Camo as well. Is like the speeds and the teleports are definitely part of the problem of why people are not participating. That maybe if they start making the speeds more available to the Alliance shop, although you're not going to get a lot, obviously, unless you have a lot of Alliance points. But I think that would help out a little bit.
And also bring back the worms would help.
Well, you just mentioned it. And usually when it's mentioned on a live, Within days it comes.
It's been a long time since that's been around.
In August.
Yeah,
August
August
is the
was.
last time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
Well,
August.
there's a lot of things that I mean I feel need to be implemented in that process. When it comes to, like you said, the speeds, the heals, maybe the teleports.
Well, I mean, the teleports
If
are already
you
here.
like, yourself, if you get hit, you got 50-day plus heal. You know,
I mean, you're not wrong.
that's what's that?
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. Like, if you don't have participation, if uh,
Well, I
that's
mean,
kind of like a game ender in a
I don't,
sense.
I don't necessarily think it's a game ender because if you think about it, how many people in here can seriously say that in your alliance no one hides their troops? Like that is like one of the. I mean, I've heard from many people just in this past frenzy from all different nations saying, "Man, we counter, but there was no troops. They hid their troops. They hid their troops. They hid their troops." So I mean,
Right.
is it the whales are going to have to be the people that have to worry? They're going to be the people that are on the chopping block, like the people of like 120 million
I
EP.
agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you on that. But when it comes to hitting those whales, then you have, 70 plus people that are unbubbled, that are not whales.
But they all got their troops hidden.
True.
So the troop hiding thing is still going to be essential. Like just because Camo decides to bring in a cooldown for the bubbles, that doesn't mean that the rule of hide your troops is gone. Like, let's be real. Don't be stupid. Hide your troops. If you get caught, you get caught. Except for this time, you get caught, they can continue to hit you because there is no bubbles for 29 more minutes. So now it comes down to, well, fuck, I got to port. I got to get out of here. Especially if no one's reinforcing you. You got to get out
Right.
of here. You got to get out of here. Now it's playing hopscotch.
Right.
Jumping
So you
from.
can still just port out of there or
Yeah.
what, and
Yeah.
you can be somewhat safe. So you will, earlier discussion, you'll have to basically port more, which hopefully they give ports, etc., healing speeds a little
Right.
more frequently.
So now think about it like this. People hide their troops. You got the 50-man attack. They got a thing going on. So they try to counter it once it's over because bubbles are not there anymore. They try to hit one of their whales. 50 other people attack. Now you got 100 cities that cannot bubble for a half hour. Now it will come down to, all right, let's see who hid their troops.
Well,
Yikes.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
It's a lot of chaos.
Yeah. Now you see, like these other games have this already implemented, and they're already testing it in different.
But
Camel's already testing it in different games, and like they said it's very, very successful.
Well, it's good. But what about a merger after those people end up getting zeroed out?
Well, what happens now when people get zeroed out? Happy trails to you.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to 1400. I used to play at this nation. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. No, I didn't get zeroed out. Yes, you did.
Just go to 567. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but that's one of the things I really, really look forward to. And I think everyone else is looking forward to that too. Now, just like the game now, even with the bubbles, you got to be careful what you do. I mean, there's always going to be those mega whales that can
Definitely.
solo 100 million, but hide your troops. Hide your troops. That's the key. All right, right here we got 913 versus 896, 25 to 27, and 913 ate the bucket on that hit. Holy cow! They killed less than 1 million troops. These guys killed almost all. Well, half, a little over half.
Yeah, that report's from like maybe a little bit after like 1400 time frame when everyone does their Elite Wars or whatever. They're at the point where they realized if they didn't try something that they were going to lose just based off of tower points. So they gave it a shot. I'll give them that, I guess. But that's quite literally the only report that I have that's even worth considering sharing.
Yeah.
I went to sleep shortly after that. So it looks like there was some type of fighting after that, but I think it was probably just like individual stuff, like garbage time
Yeah,
type
yeah,
hits.
yeah. The solo hits kind of.
Yeah, we've played them 3 times now, I think. And they're just one of those nations that got ripped apart by one person in a civil war. So
That sucks.
if you know who the Care Bear is, then you know what I'm talking about.
I've heard about the Care Bear. I've heard the Care Bear has literally torched his own nation, or her nation. I should say her. Her nation.
Yeah, whichever it is.
Yeah. I don't know their Pacific pronoun.
Yeah. I don't think anyone does.
Gotta be careful. No, yeah, but yeah, I know all about the whole Care Bear situation. People contacted me many times. I think for the past year about it. I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it. You either get with the program or get out. I guess. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, you had some like 36 is like, well, what can we do? I mean, what is he? 41? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Bend over, bend a knee. I don't know.
Well, so when I woke up, it looks like we ended up with 923 for Void. So should be interesting, I guess.
Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you guys 896 and 923? Aren't you guys the two nations that are? Or am I thinking 9 something?
No, you're thinking right.
9. I am thinking right.
Yeah.
So you guys both have the same record in Void wins and losses, right?
Yeah, just slightly different. But yeah, we've both only lost one Void.
Ooh.
We lost to them in the last one, but
And
it was a low scoring affair to say the least.
And you guys haven't got merged yet either, huh?
Yep, same for both.
I've got a feeling there's going to be a 923 896 merger, merging together.
I think a lot of nations would disapprove of said thought.
It doesn't matter if they disapprove. It don't matter. Camel's going to do what Camel does.
What was I going to say? We already reached out to Griffmo and asked for a recruitment deal for phase 1 through 4 to go into recruitment and then leave recruitment with the same margin that it was entered. And then the other phases of 1 through 4, people can do whatever they want. But that way to try and avoid having recruitment be, the game winner or whatever for that Void match. Griffmo didn't say yes, but he said he would prefer that. So hopefully that's what occurs.
So
we've done it with them for Frenzy, so hopefully we do it for Void.
So I will say that a lot of the war nations out there, they'll save quite a bit of recruits, and they won't use them just because they have them. They'll save them for like matchups like such as what you're going into. So if the other decides to go heavy in recruiting, they can match it and at least keep the points, somewhat equal.
Yeah, but in this scenario, there's actually an incentive for both sides to avoid that because both of us are aiming to try and get merged in the next round. So the last fucking thing that either of us want to do is to recruit a fuck ton of points because we're literally trying to keep our PP down.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's actually in their interest to agree to the deal for once.
Well, if they agree to it, that's going to be a nice Void. That's going to be that's going to be a nice healthy Void.
Hey man, after you're done with this, I sent you a message. If you have a moment to check it, you can
Yeah,
check it after you're done now.
yeah, I'll check it. I think I don't know how much more we have, but I think we're almost done. I think. We're gonna
All right.
keep. We're gonna.
Thanks, man.
No problem. We're gonna keep moving forward though. So 1058 versus 1110, and it looks like 1058 did win that one. Not by much. It was close. What 300 million? That's literally a hit, maybe a hit and a half. Kilroy got Tyrant, Turbo got second, and Zambozo got third. Let's check out some of these reports. 23 to 32. Look at this, guys. 23 to 32. Ooh, man. 40 to 47. Holy shit, they got some numbers up there. 40 to 47. In the thousands, in the 1100s. They're already pulling freaking in the hundreds in the freaking points wise. Wow. That's impressive. And they're doing it over and over again. It's just not one or two. They're just like, fuck it. Gloves off. Let's go. 39 to 41 right there. They did not care if they won or lost that. They're going at it. 52 to 53. They answered back with the 107. Wow. This is what Frenzy's supposed to be like, guys. This is what Frenzy is supposed to be like. Go back and forth.
These newer nations are no joke.
Yeah, they're pulling numbers that are like somebody. I'm not gonna say the ancient nations until I see like a 200 or 300 million power loss. But yeah, these are most impressive. Win or lose, you guys cannot be disappointed if you lose because you pulling those kind of numbers. Every single one of these hits is freaking impressive. Ooh, that hurt. That looks like that was a bubble trap. They got half their fleet in it. That's what that one looks like. Well, congratulations, 1085, 1058. Sorry, congratulations. All right, we're gonna keep moving. 796 versus 791. 796 did win that one. Polar Bear came in first place with 1.7. Osmond in 791 with 1 billion. And then Greed with 632. This looks like there was some fight, but not many with those kind of points. Congratulations, 796. Alaskan in here. He is Alaskan. How did you guys? Was it boring? Did you guys have fun? Alaskan. All right, it looks like he's busy. All right, we'll keep moving then. Hey, Kitten, you
Hey, I'm.
oh, there you are. There you are.
Yeah, sorry, it took a second.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, it was all right. There was a few good fights and some bubble drops here and there, but overall, we went into it behind and worked our way through and took the win.
Let me ask you a question. Going into the kill event behind, did you guys kind of feel like you had the advantage a little bit? I know that sounds weird, but what I mean
We
by
always go in behind, so it doesn't really make us feel like we have an advantage going in behind because we always go in behind.
right, and I understand that, but what I mean by that is, did the other nations start playing sloppy because they had the advantage of being in the lead?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that 791 is still held up, but unfortunately they weren't able to pull off the win. 796 did get the win. Congratulations on that one.
Well, thank you.
No problem, no problem. I see Kitten's in here. Is he still in here? Kitten, you hear your number one guy in your nation got zeroed the F out?
Oh, in 385?
No, in Nation 2.
Oh. Which one? KT1? Did they actually catch KT1?
Oh, did they ever? Let me just.
That's funny.
Let me just the screenshots are. Let me just mark the spot so I know where to get back to, and then I'll share the reports. I gotta find them though. Damn it, they're in here somewhere. Was this it? This was not it. Like, dude got smacked. That's not it.
Oh, they had 114, didn't they,
Yeah, right here.
for Frenzy?
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, it gets better. Down to 3.5 million, and then down to 636,000 troops.
At least it was a frenzy.
Yeah. Jesus, this is just crazy. 81. Do you know who that is? Or obviously that's that's an alarm.
That's either Tyler or One Punch.
Right
It's
there.
one of those accounts that has multiple pilots.
Right here, right at the top. Attack on FFLKT 1 main city.
Yep.
Man.
If it was flying around and probably got caught, it was probably One Punch driving.
It was probably One Punch driving. Oh God. It's bad that you already know who did it, who was driving it. Oh man.
Tyler's very good about his bubble control. He don't drop very often.
Oh, he's gonna look at those reports and be like, "What the fuck?" And I think that is about it. We have anything else that we need to talk about?
Hey, Woody.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Did you share 567? How did yours go? Was that your first kill event?
567. I think that was
Yeah.
the very first thing I shared. But we'll share it again.
Oh, sorry. I missed it.
That's all right. So 567 wins against 443, and they got 15 billion to 8.1. Mental scored 2.6 billion. Mix scored 1.3. King of Sean scored just under a billion. That, guys, it was crazy. I personally didn't really play much because I was, like I said, I was stuck at work. Machine went down and I had to fix it. It is what it is. But I didn't really see too many big battles. Was there a lot of big battles or no? Anyone? Mick? Tip? Okay, you guys asked me to share it. Mick? Okay. But yeah, let's see what the season's gonna look like. Who do we play next? 429. Who is 429? Who is 429? Isn't that with Mecha G? Am I wrong? Isn't that Mecha G? Let me see. I think it might be Mecha G, honestly. 27, 26, 28, 29. It is Mecha G. Okay. Ooh. That's not good. Okay. That should be interesting. I will say the one nation I haven't shared yet is my old nation. So we'll go in there real quick. And we'll just get what it looks like. Alright, let's go in here. Looks like 767 smacked us in 736. K did get Void Tyrant, Commander got second, and Ulthred got third. I didn't even make the rankings. I wasn't there, unfortunately. But hey, that's how it is what it is. Let's log back out of this.
Sorry, bro.
About what?
Well, just seeing any reports or anything.
In 736? No, I was literally not even really there. I think I had like 2 reports. Let's look. War Pig right here. That was about it. The problem is this, and I know 736 is listening. When you got 16 people online, and everyone's hitting the whole plus sign, and the bubble, obviously people are still coming in. There was no bubble. Where's the other 10 people?
Yeah, training discipline.
Well, there was another time that we had 24 online, and only me and K sent. Like, if you're online,
Yeah, it's tough.
yeah, why are you not doing anything? So I mean that shouldn't that should never be happening. Ever be happening. But it is. And like I've said before, when that shit happens over and over and over again, what happens? Your players leave. That was a big hit though. But they I don't even what the hell? Did you guys see that?
What was that, bar?
I don't know, dude. They went. We'll go back to we'll speed. That was crazy. It lasted too long.
On that note, though, that is one thing. The bars are really weird right now.
Yeah, they've been jumping back and forth.
If you notice when you enter in battle,
or towards the end of battles, like Elite War especially, it jumps here, jumps back, jumps here, jump back. Yeah, that's like this was crazy. I've never seen a bar jump to where we're almost winning and dead. I've never seen that before. Like right here.
it basically makes it like retreat is almost useless when it comes to something like that. Because it's like, oh, I'm winning. And then it's like, what?
Yeah.
I've seen where you lost the battle completely 100%, but you actually won.
Yeah, I've seen that too. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, and actually, okay, no. So they had 1.7 million troops left. We had 1.4. So they technically did win this one because they had more surviving units. Although we killed more than them, they still won this one. But that's yeah. Let's see if there's any others. Yeah, like this. Like, why didn't anyone join me? Like, it was literally people plussing and no one joined in. This was a tower.
It makes it a little heavier though.
Nobody joined.
Yeah, no one joined.
Jeez.
And from there, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I walked away, logged off, threw one day bubble up, and walked away.
Kind of getting boring by the looks of people. There's no mergers. It's really what's putting a lot off.
So Woody, everybody was ready. You had pluses and everything.
Yeah, yeah. And no one joined.
Ouch.
Yeah, like that's the kind of stuff that gets your whales to leave your nation. Just saying. And this isn't the first time it's happened. It seems like it's happening every single time. That's not fair.
Well, I agree personally with who was talking before. I'm not sure who was saying about keeping your city there, but going and having fun in 567.
Well, I play in 904 as well.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. You guys smacked us in Elite War, but we won't talk about that.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, bring that up.
Hold on, let me find it. I don't know if I was recording or not. Let me just double check.
Yeah, pull that up. You guys come strong though.
Was this you guys,
904.
right? FHX. FHX.
I'm not sure. I can't see the city or anything.
Am I not sharing? Wait, hold on.
Well, the Elite War is there, but I can't tell who.
It's Van versus PHX. Hold on, I'll stop.
Oh, that's 594. How'd you guys do against them?
Okay,
They show up too.
I'm not gonna ruin that one then. I'm not gonna ruin that one then.
It seemed like you were already backing up towards the base there, so I'm pretty sure you already ruined it. But
what's this one?
Yeah.
That's
yeah, that's 567.
That was Wasteland.
Yeah, that was Wasteland. Right here, P4P. That's you guys, isn't it?
Yes. Watch the domination.
This is 904.
You guys did good. Hats off.
Yeah, I actually had. There's a video out on this one too already. That's the thing about PC. Sometimes when you click the mouse and move it, it doesn't want to move for you, or it throws you on the other side of the screen. We knew you guys had numbers and you had power, so like you had the advantage. You know what I mean? Like although we had the upper whales, you had the advantage of numbers and the average of 38s. So I knew I had to cut you guys off as much as possible, and like shrink you down for our main kill and keep our kill squad moving forward. Here's the problem. Is that you guys are more worried, and don't take offense, you guys are more worried about what us whales were doing, and you allowed our kill squad to move forward. That's the problem you guys had.
Yep, I seen that too.
Like, I don't know how many were in your city, but if you had enough to defend in the city, don't worry about us. If we can't beat you because of the numbers in the city, you don't want that kill squad to move forward, because once that moves forward, it's over. Like,
yeah, 904 is discipline when it comes to that with Elite War, for sure.
see, this was the point where everyone started pulling back to defeat us up here, and the fucked up part about it is now our main squad is entering your territory, getting backed into the corner, and that's never want to be backed into the corner.
He's gonna push and hold it. That's talking stupid.
So at this point, what were you guys thinking at this point?
Huh? No.
Hold on.
Well, I can't really see the battle. Like I'm stuck on.
This sucks.
There we
The whole
go.
idea was to bring both of them.
Hey, you want to mute your mic? That's having a conversation outside of the live. Yeah, so we were just trying to keep this battle at the bottom going and get in there. Now, at this point, me and Marty are like, okay, we just got to get this long enough for the battle at 9 to hold to get in here. And that was it. God, the fucking lot. Look at that. The speeds, man.
You guys had the base burnt actually without half of the members.
Yeah.
We got caught up in battles. Didn't I don't know. Didn't re-enter the battle. Who knows? But was a good hit.
Well, I mean, if you want to challenge the 567, I'm sure that
Now you're recruiting that already? Come on, Woody.
no, challenge them. Didn't say fight them like recruiting. I'm saying challenge them.
No, that's what I'm saying. 567's no, they're on a different level. I'll say that. I'm sure a lot of people will say that.
I'm still learning. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're 100% right. There's a lot of people that said that. Not a lot of people
Yeah.
will challenge them either. But they do get challenged, and they do challenge others. So I'm still learning the nation as well. So it is what it is. Wheezy's down here saying, remember when I was showing the reports? He says that was before I logged on. I would have came. And Wheezy, he would have come. He would have came. 100% right. He would have came. But one person doesn't make up the other 90 people that didn't show. You know what I mean? And it's not just one time. It's happened multiple times, over and over and over again. And that's the problem. Yeah, he says he knows he witnessed it. Maybe I will just keep the city and see where it goes, but for now it's going to be just sitting there. It will be bubbled every void, every frenzy. So any of you guys have that, oh maybe we can burn Woody. It's going to be bubbled. Sorry, it will stay bubbled. It is what it is. We have any? Let's go into the YouTube chat real quick. Sorry, I've been neglecting you guys. Hitman says, "Hey, Woody, what's up?" Lady Fox says, "Hey, how you doing?" Steven Seagal, hello from 425 GFK Allies Glitterman. Hey, what's up? What is up, Glitterman? So that's we had to be more questions. I do want to say I did notice that there was I didn't catch too much about the whole mantras that's going on. Did that get caught?
I think we just need a couple people that always have time to be there. It seems like LG is busy in real life. I'm busy right now. Big Bird's gone. So I think you just need to recruit a couple more people that can always be there. Reset. I mean, yesterday was a PC problem that you know about. It had nothing to do with the rest of us.
Yeah,
I actually hopped on to see if anyone was around, and I was going to say we can just talk. It won't be recorded.
Yeah, we can
But
do
it didn't
that.
seem like anyone was around.
Yeah, Hokies was saying he was having some PC issues. If we have people that want to join the mantras, if they own a PC, and they're able to record or even just like hold it be part of the Monsters of Monsters, let us know. That you can be there. So when like Lee God, Holbrook, or people can't show up and you guys can, honestly, I would prefer to see a mixture of ancient, old, and newer nations in there. And
It seems like Bayou's always around. You should. I'll publicly say his name because I think he's great. You should see if he
yeah,
wants to join more
yeah,
permanently. There's a bunch of. It's that first hour that's a problem. It's that so. It starts an hour after reset, and that's when we're the most thin. So if anybody is usually free around that time and they want to be part of hosting it, I think that you you I don't know how to say this. You would welcome them, I guess is how
yeah,
I'd say it.
yeah, 100%, 100% would welcome them. 100%, because I mean there's like it doesn't even need to be live on a YouTube. Or if you do have a YouTube channel and you can go live, that's even better. If Hokage can't make it, if he has PC problems or if there's something going on in real life that he can't make it, and I'm stuck at work, because y'all know how my schedule works. I'm half the month I'm there, half the month I'm not because I'm stuck at work. Um, then yeah, be, by all means, step up and join the community portion of it and be part of it. That'd be awesome. Um, it would be really nice, actually. Or even
I'll
like,
jump on it.
yeah, all right, then we'll have to get you into the Monsters chat. Um, I'm sure many people would. Tip would. I don't know. Would you and Tip be arguing back and forth all the time? Because I watched you two go back and forth all the time in an Echo's room.
Maybe sometimes, but it's never any bad blood or anything.
I don't know. You guys are saying something much different in the uranium mine instead of something. I just come into 567. The only people I've been hit was by 621. The only people that has hit me is 621. Let me check.
A lot of our guys are sharing where you're at. Like, is there Woody? Is there Woody? Yeah, he's there.
Oh, are they? Is that what it
Oh.
is? Oh shit! That what that means? We gotta get a piece of that wood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I got some work to do though, but I'll get it. I'll get it up there. Just take me some time.
Right.
I will say that I had to. Don't judge me, guys, but I had to bring these up to somewhat par. Because I didn't have no T13 Axemen, and I'm like, where are my freaking Axemen? And I didn't have any, so I had to like rush rush them up there, and then I had to get to the shielders and stuff like that. Right now, I'm working on a workshop so I can get to those. Well, I want to be able to get these right here. I want to fill up these two. I got some work to do. Definitely need to
Boy,
start.
you've got them gold already, Woody.
What? No, these are not gold. What? How you gonna make
They
me?
kind of look it.
No, they're not gold. Is it?
No,
No,
they just look alike, I think, by the looks of it.
no. I got some work to do, which is fine. It comes in due time. I'm here
Is
for
it true this will be your last video, Wood?
Wait, what?
Did you say at the start it'd be your last live?
No, absolutely not. I'll be doing more of these.
Oh, thank goodness
Yeah,
for that.
I'll be doing
'Cause,
more
yeah.
lives. I stepped away from 736. I gotta explain it to them still. I have not. Wheezy Wheezy is actually the only person from 736 that knows that I left. But I gotta speak to them to either A, keep my city, or B, give it to someone else to play. But just know I gotta be very specific who I give it to, because
Yeah, you don't want it getting zeroed or give it
well,
to someone who doesn't know how to play properly.
well, here's the thing, and people that have not ran a 41 yet needs to understand this. To run a 41, just to be active, is a big price tag. Like, I don't think people understand that. Like, the power is there, yes, but to be able to play with it. Cha-ching.
I mean,
Cha-ching.
Void, Frenzy, a stack of speed and teleports for a whale. Definitely.
Put it this way. In the 736 city, every void you have to walk into it with 200 days of heals. 200 days of heals.
Blimey neck.
Minimum. Because, man, when those T-13s in that hospital get there, oh my God.
Yeah, a lot.
And I'm sure there's plenty of 41s in here that can probably say the exact same thing. They know that that pain.
So it's also growing you on top of the activity. Activity alone is expensive, much less growth.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well,
It's not
sad to
easy.
know you've gone from that other state, Wood. Do you think you'll ever return or give the base to someone to play and look after? And if you want to return, you can?
I'm really thinking, honestly, I'm really thinking about what I'm going to do. Either give it to another player or hold on to it. But I know I'm going to be playing in 5.6.7. I have moved. I've taken that jump, that leap. So there should be some pretty decent, good content that comes out. People always, I think the most asked question that I've been having throughout my entire channel is, Woody, why are you not showing Void videos anymore? Why is there no Frenzy videos anymore? Well, because no one's been fighting it, and I'm not going to just show a nation just bubbled. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you've got to wait a long time to
Participation.
find a target.
correct. And although 5.6.7 is a scary nation to go against, there are still a lot of nations that will sit there and fight them. They will fight. So, and that's something that I have to think of. I mean, if I'm going to completely invest into a city again, I have to completely invest into it. Not only the city, but my YouTube channel, my status, the vets. There's a lot of things that I had to take in consideration of the move. I don't know. People are gonna have their own opinions about it, but I guess that's where I stand at that point.
Woody, what did you say you're going to do with this city? If you're not going to play it anymore, you're just going to bubble it
I'm just gonna
forever?
keep it bubbled till I figure out what's gonna go. If I can find a player that can run it,
Oh, okay.
or if
Have you considered just giving it to Groot to let him have some fun for a couple weeks?
well, Groot's got his own city, his own worries.
Yeah, but
764.
he seems like he could kill across 3 nations, no problem.
I can give it to Jalise, and Jalise will just kill my nation.
There you go.
The entire nation. No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm just kidding around. I'm kidding around,
I
Nessa.
I need to really figure out what I'm going to do with it. But I do know I did the math, and the difference between my city and to where this city is right now is $150,000. So it's like that's in the back of my head too. It's like that's a lot of money.
You might have to pay Jalise to come back to the game.
Yeah, I don't think Jalise wants to come back. It's yeah, people just heard that number that I fucking just threw out. They're like, what the fuck? What did you do, Tip? What did you do, Tip? Anyways, we have any more questions other than who are you gonna give your city to?
I'll just say congratulations, 567. Good job, man.
Yeah, there's going to be some videos.
I mean, if you listen closely to Tip, he's been saying in a couple of weeks there's going to be a big surprise. Woody was the surprise.
Ta-da!
There it is.
No, it's good. It's good though. Hopefully,
You hear him say it again. Start thinking, who else is gone?
Oh, something else is coming too.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Boy.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I'm not gonna. I will say one thing, and I think we've already said this before. Whatever Elite Wars that we do have, they will be recorded and they will be showed. and that was actually a request when it's second I came into this nation to do that. So even if it's like like a recording or replay. Why does everything all of a sudden go quiet real quick? Man, that's like, ew.
I'm just
People are
happy.
still thinking about the 150,000. That's what.
You kind of dropped the bomb, Woody. For real.
Yeah.
Going to 567. I mean, that is kind of the bomb.
I'm just happy that there's a nation in the game that's not making deals, that has the balls to go after the best.
Kind of want to know League God's thoughts on that move.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Well, so with that, with what I was saying before, like 567, seriously, pretty strong. But it comes to the whales that are in there. So why not actually group that up to like some of the older nations? You know what I mean? The top competitors. I think that was a big thing a lot of people were talking about when it came to different wasteland events or polar events or anything like that. It's a complete mismatch.
Oh, I agree with that. Complete mismatch. We went against. I think I showed the Wasteland in a video just before, like a few days ago. We were up against 290, and they were. I'll give it to 290. Although they knew they were losing from the bat, they still fought.
Yeah,
They fought.
But it comes to a point though. Those fought, that goes into the heels and everything else.
Well, thank God Wasteland doesn't cost a lot.
Well, you know what I'm saying though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
If I was to join another nation or leave one of mine, I'd probably go to 255.
255.
They're strong and hard to beat, don't they?
I haven't ever
There's
fought
just-
255, so I don't know.
There's just no real cities available unless you're going to be on a lower end city for the most part. Right now, it's not to say that can't change later on, but at this moment, there just really isn't cities available to attract additional people.
Yeah, and they win in Global Conquest every time.
Wait, hold on. Tony G from 255 said there is absolutely cities available and strong ones. Hey, Olympus, I don't know what's in the background, but it's like really, really loud. Tim's like, wait. Now it's going to be a recruiting war right now. Oh, God.
That tells you how much 255 is liked if there's no big cities available.
No, he already said that there is available. There's cities. So the good thing about the older nations is, guys, is like there are a lot of big cities available. Olympus, your background is really, really loud. But yeah, there's a lot of big cities available in the older nations. It's just which older nations do you want to actually move to? Can you compete? You look in the YouTube chat. We got Blur TV. He said, "I would love to trade my city for a C-38 for any active nation that is active." Like even YouTube chat saying the same thing. Sorry, Blur, I didn't mean to call you out like that. This game, Bryce says, this game will come down to between 255, 567, and 1111. What are you guys' thoughts about 1111 right now? Obviously, they're very overpowering right now up there.
They just beat 858 in the Elite War the other day, bro. Like crazy.
I'm not sure. I wasn't in the last polar. I think Tip said or Mental said it. They had 1111 in polar. Did they? They did. No.
We did. We did. It didn't go very well. We are
they're not
extremely stronger than them. It's not a fair battle.
Look at this. You got them again.
Did we really? So that's not us picking them, though. Let me put that out there for the record. we
have
are
'em
not
again.
requesting that.
So we have 11-11, 595, 114, 365, and 645.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be easy win for us. This is what it is.
Oh, wow. Ooh. I
I'm
don't
not being
know.
mean.
What
Being real.
114 is the guy that they're the people that zeroed
Yeah.
out that freaking Nation 2 guy.
Yeah, but those guys don't. The older nations don't really play polar. I mean, and I'm not saying they couldn't make us a run for their money, but they just don't play polar. You'll see. You're about to see.
This is the one alliance. Oh, wow, what happened to them?
Yeah, you're about to see.
This is the alliance that showed up with 99 people in that one, the whole 100 people in that YouTube. They only got 61 people in there now. Oh, this is rank 4. Never mind. My bad. I take back what I'm saying. So this is going to be between 567, 1111, 595. Maybe 365. No, that's rank 3.
It will be a totally lopsided match. Let's put it that way. Now, if 111 reaches out to us and they want us to, give them a certain rank, we would be willing to do that just out of pure respect.
Wait. Are you talking about making a deal?
No, I'm telling you that we're going to win no matter what. No matter what we do, we can go one against all. It doesn't matter to us. You know that. I'm just saying that if because I did request them that one time, we did give them an apology and an option that if they ever needed help to get a certain rank or whatever, if they needed it, we would help them as our way of apologizing.
Gotcha. Hey, at least you're open and honest about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, Woody, polar is. It's the higher you rank, the more you're screwed. Like, it's an event. Only the first 3 rounds of the season are easy. After that, it intensifies and it stays that way to the end of the season. So, like, whoever wants to be ranked high in polar, like, I'm just letting you know now, you are going to regret it being up there. You can handle being up there.
Well, do you remember when polar first started? You had all these newer nations up there at the top, just sitting up there, and don't take offense to this, but like beating their chest and stuff, like we're number 1, this and blah blah blah, and we're just like, just you wait till we catch up, just wait till people catch up there. Just because we're at the bottom and you guys had a whole season before us, don't mean you're gonna hold that. And I think that. What is this, like the 8th season? I think it is. The seasons have started to catch up, and the rankings are right where they should be.
Yeah, till the young nations get more merges, which I don't know when will happen.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting.
Well, 567 used to be ranked in the 400s and 500s for the longest time.
Who is? Do they even have a ranking for that? Like a ranking system? I had never really.
Yeah, there's a ranking.
They
absolutely.
do. Okay.
We're ranked 2. I think 5.5 is ranked 1. I don't know what the rest are. I'm not gonna lie.
So 255's in first, 567's in second, 1147's in third, 779 is in fourth. Wow. That's what the other cache city, the nation.
It's also based off. It's also not based off winning. It's based off total points. A lot of people don't know that.
Well,
so you can be number 1 and be a 1200 nation or 1300 nation. It's possible.
Yeah, because you go up against another easy nation, you score just massive points.
Yeah, it's all based off points.
I want to see where everyone is actually. You got Holbrook down here in 11th.
Tomorrow we have Holbrook in 255, so I'm happy that I don't have to worry about wasting anything because I ain't spending.
You're just going there for the show. You going for the show?
I'm not. I'm happy. Like literally, I ain't gonna waste nothing.
What do you mean? Give him a run for his money. Don't let him dominate you. Let me know if he gets out of line. I can have somebody help you with that.
Oh, don't.
Fucking shit.
It's going to be boring, right? 255 will walk, and since you guys won't fight, we'll walk also. So we should.
What do you mean fight?
Bryce,
We're not there. We can't fight somewhere where we're not, sir.
I'm not talking to you, buddy. Not everything's about you, Tip.
Well, you said us. So
We
we're
should-
purely spectators.
We should,
Everything's
we
about
should just
Tip.
do the greatest slow walk polar of all time.
No, but Bryce, really, once it's all kind of like slow walked out, we should all just keep attacking S. Just have big battles in S.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I think that would be the greatest. I think there should be one massive S battle at the end.
Now, do any of you guys have a computer to where you can record this?
Bro, this one's going to be boring. 908 doesn't want to fight, so we'll just give them a
I mean
corridor.
the big battles in the center.
908's battling 255 too?
Yeah.
If they're going to take third, with no fight, then we can give them a corridor, and all of us can just fight in the middle of big battles. I mean, we might as well have some fun.
Is 425 in there?
No.
Okay. I'll also
There's
swap out.
There's 925, which they might fight. I don't know. I have this weird feeling I'm going to be in the middle of 255 and 785. That's why I don't want to try.
You actually, I'll give you this much of a secret. You can actually tell before it starts who is going to be where, just so you know. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but you can figure it out, and there is an actual algorithm to it, just so you know.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I might be in the middle of both of them. If I'm not in the middle of both of them and I have at least one side that's easy, we might fight for second.
Yeah, but you can already, if you know how to do it, there is an algorithm for it.
I'm telling Asia, please record. Record it. Well, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, for say this one, you're gonna have three nations that are gonna fight each other. Obviously, 5, 6, 7. The tip says that we're gonna win. I've never done polar over here, so I'm going to just play it by ear. I know 11-11. They're very, very, very. Well, you said you guys already beat them, so I don't know. Maybe they're gonna come with numbers this time. Did they come with numbers last time? Tip, did Tick leave? He fucking left. What a dick.
I think 11-11 wants their first merger, then they probably are going to start going after some of these nations.
Well, man, I don't think. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, and
They're not getting a merger. I know that. They're not going to. And if they do, it's going to be a dead nation.
Yeah, I mean, and I love all 11-11, but they're too strong to get a merge. They're just, look at this, guys. Look, you got freaking 941s. Okay, now in each one of these 41s are just freaking godlike, strength. 7 of them
They
are in the 20s.
they look
above.
honestly almost 5, 6, 7, and they're literally not even merged yet.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I think that they got a whole nother year before they get their first merger. I think that what's going to happen is everyone else around them, Camel might wait till they not so much catch up in officer strength or whatnot. I think they're going to wait till they catch up in city strength, like city amount of cities they have. Because in the 1100s, they got like what, maybe 241s here and there, 141.
Mm-hmm.
These guys got 9. They got 9. That's hard to. In a business aspect, that's hard to say. Oh yeah, you deserve a merge.
And if I'm not mistaken, they're just building cities and recruiting well. It's kind of like what 5, 6, 7 is doing. So that's what the game is becoming. Because Camel's lacking on mergers, everyone is just creating their own.
I think what they should do is, man, people are gonna really hate me for saying this. I think that if they do get a merger, they should be a one-way merger, and with a older nation, forced to go down.
Yeah, Smoke said DK is never giving up that nation number.
And I get that, but if
Depends on who he fights. He may or may not have a choice.
Well, what I'm saying is like, if Camel says you're going to get a merger, but you don't have a choice, there is no chaos line. You're going down. You're going to, let's just say, like 425. That's your new nation. At that point,
I mean, honestly, Woody, these guys look stronger than 425 with their top 10.
Do they?
Their top 10? Fuck yes. Dude, look at their antiques. Fuck the officers. Go look at their antiques, Woody. Check this shit out. Bro, look at that.
Holy
That's
shit.
crazy.
Holy cow. They're all just freaking, damn, they listen to me. They really, really listen to me. Wow.
I think a lot of people did that for GC too.
Yeah. Tony
Like,
G from
Woody, they just beat 858 in Elite War, and everyone knows how strong 858 is.
Yeah, 858
just walked
is.
over him. Like,
Well,
literally walked right over him.
I do know that 1111 is moving up the rankings in Elite War. Let me I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, they're not even merged yet. Like, it's crazy how strong the power gap in the game has become.
I think they're
like 40 something now.
Shit, just last week they were like 80s. So if they're in the 40s already, they're really pushing. Yeah, 47.
right there.
Holy cow, they're really pushing.
Unmerged, unmerged, ranked 40.
Talking about in EW rank?
1111 Elite War.
Look at 904. You want to see something crazy?
Yeah, 904 is great. I think 904
Yeah,
and
but
11 will be.
their ranking is absurd. Yeah, but look where they're ranked for 904. And that's all.
Is unmerged though. They're unmerged and they're in the 1100s.
I'm with you, but even one merger to be in the top 10 is impressive, bro. Absolutely crazy impressive. I mean, that's just
I mean,
outstanding.
they have 4 cities over there. How many of the old nations even have one city?
It usually still takes some depth, though. You know what I mean? You got to have depth to get in that top 10. I mean, it ain't just the top; it's the depth that you got to have as well. And that's. I mean, I can't say enough about that. And I'm not saying 11-11. You already heard me say what I said earlier. That in 6 to 9 months, the top 15 will be 1,000 or below. I think from 7 to 1,000 will be 15 of those players of the top 20 in 6 to 9 months.
Nations, you mean?
Yes.
Well, like I said before, you know what happened is Ancient Nation says, you know what, we want a merger, so we're not going to spend for a whole year, and they didn't. And all these other new nations, they didn't stop. And now they're starting to gain activity. Cities are starting to catch up, and now it's either unless the ancient nations start mega spending to catch up, they're not going to. They're not gonna hold this. There's too many of these newer nations that are just so fucking strong. And once they get a merger, shit, some of them don't even need an merger, and they're already gonna move up.
They're spending they're just spending their way up. They're not like organically moving, you know what I mean, or slow walking. They're just spending.
I don't know how much further 904 can move up though at this point though. And I love 904. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just by looking at the depth of the tops, I think that might be where maybe 693. But I mean, you're talking about Ronaldo, Treehouse, and all them people that are. I don't think they. This is just my opinion. 904. Don't get mad. I don't think you guys can move any further up than where you're at.
6. They'll probably get 6th place, and that'll be their spot for a while.
Yeah, I think that might be the
I can
wall.
see them beating 693.
That might be the wall right there. Is 6th place for them. But to reach your wall and be able to hold that's impressive. You can't overlook that.
Does that hurt 904's second merger possibility, Woody, them being that high in Elite War?
No. Why would it?
No. Okay.
Look at 785. Let me find it right there. 25th place. They've got their merge.
Well, I mean, they were. I don't know if Holbrook is still in here. They were ranked. I forget what they were ranked before they merged. They weren't. I don't even know if they were in the top 100.
Yeah, they were. They were. They fucking smacked us hard too. 767, 910 in the 30s. They're smacking 726. They got that mega merge. 799. Yeah, these are all impressive.
Yeah, but Ducky left the first alliance.
For a reason, though.
Look at all those sevens and stuff and eights in there.
Yeah,
Nines.
Yeah,
Telling you.
these are going to be moving up real soon.
Just a matter of time. And if they start getting dealt, like you said, either their first single merge or double merge, it's going to be a game changer. Make the game more fun, to be honest.
I agree.
Elite War is the last pure event of the game, so I truly love Elite War. It can get pricey, but it's the last
What
pure
do you mean
event.
it can get pricey? Dude, it is pricey. It is. There isn't it could. No, it is.
I still prefer pure.
The top 100 is where it gets pricey.
It just feels like it takes more to try a lot of stuff.
But all right, guys, I'm gonna head to bed. It's 10 o'clock already. We've been on here for 3.5 hours, so I'm gonna end the stream. I want to thank you all for showing up.
Night, Woody.
Good luck in this upcoming void, guys. Holy cow.